Alright, in 3, 2, run. Robert, speak.
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 I will bark.
Oh, please do. Please do, my boy. Alright, and we are live. Let's see who we get anybody into this one. But yeah, you want to talk about the hurricane. You also want to talk about that German guy. Things.
Lots to talk about.
Lots to talk about. Other things we're going to talk about is the White House acknowledging the end of the console wars and Trump posting a meme about him as Master Chief. The Mizkif scandal. There was stuff about the ongoing government shutdown. The Democratic senator that had a Nazi logo tattooed on his chest. Bill Gates announced the end of climate change and that it's no longer a threat to humanity, and that human DNA was possibly found on a 2 billion-year-old meteor. Lots to talk about. Lots to talk about.
Let's get it started.
What do you want?
Let's start off with this hurricane that's hitting Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
Hurricane Melissa.
Melissa.
One of the strongest category hurricanes ever recorded in the Atlantic Ocean.
All right. Do you have anything you want to show on it?
Sure.
You think you hold on, wait a second. We got somebody in the stream. He claims that he can take Gordon Ramsay on in a 1v1.
I feel like any American can take any Brit on 1v1, let's be honest.
You know what? I would have to agree.
What are they fueling themselves with? Fucking beans and toast? Like, we got some fucking guy from southern Alabama fueling on like half a cow. And here this guy is prepping a fight for like beans and toast.
Gilbert F. Pumpkin Shrek should have been #1. We have we haven't even gotten to anything, and they're like, oh, they're saying the really controversial shit now.
Yeah, no, we gotta. All right, I guess talk about Shred's.
Oh, they're talking about the previous stream. I forgot about it when we were ranking everything. But why do you think you could take Gordon Ramsay on in a 1v1? How'd you come to this conclusion?
Yeah, let's best Trinity. But listen, Gordon Ramsay, like, he's probably one of the better eaters of the UK, and honestly, he's a judge, but bro, he put food away. You ever see, like, videos of him, like, eating? He eats, like, tremendous portions. Like, he really does eat good food.
Just the way you said that, he's one of the best eaters of our generation, which if you just haven't... If you think of it wrong...
Of course not. He's not our generation. He's 2 generations ahead of us.
Very true.
Brothers hit unk status 20 years ago.
Pure boredom and half a
gallon of Hawaiian punch.
I see it. I get it. Let me fix that a little bit. There we go. We'll make that look a little better. There we go. Alright.
Beat Gordon Ramsay with half a gallon of Hawaiian punch?
And pure boredom.
The American Red 40?
Oh, that would definitely kill him, dudes. It's fucking Red 40!
I already see the TikTok now. Gordon Ramsay tries Red 40. And it's just this guy fucking running up with like a half gallon of Hawaiian punch.
The thumbnail of him trying Red 40 is just him hooked up to an IV machine, and it's just transfusing with his blood, switching it out with Red 40.
Which is the Red 40? Oh, yeah, that's what Americans nailed. Can never tell the difference.
Shit. It's like, somebody get the O positive blood for Gordon Ramsay. It's just fucking, if we put a bag of Red 40 in him.
Drop. Crane because I want a drop kick Twitch service.
What do they do?
What does that even mean?
What did Twitch service do?
We're on YouTube for a reason.
Damn right.
Drop kick Twitch service. Maybe that's what got the name Kick, that streaming platform. Maybe they just wanted to drop kick Twitch.
Yeah.
Time.
I had to. I did not want to stream on Twitch. Even though I can multi-stream, I might multi-stream between both Twitch and YouTube, so we'll see. But let's talk about why we're here. Some of the things. Robert, start us off with this hurricane.
Now, this Hurricane Melissa.
They-
I think is that, can I get a fact check, please? Is that what
It
the
is.
hurricane's
It is
called?
Melissa. Fact check.
Okay.
It is in
Thank-
fact
thank-
Melissa.
Thank you, CNN polls.
You're welcome.
So, this is the strongest, one of the strongest hurricanes ever reported in the Atlantic Ocean. And then it hit this island called Jamaica. And we love Jamaica. They created the word bumbleclap. We love that. We love that. Every
Welcome
time I
here,
see
the
a
Red Leader.
Jamaican guy say bumbleclap, Melissa kind of bad, LOL. Melissa was very bad. A lot of people lost everything. You know, as typical hurricanes go. You know, no one ever wins.
Yeah, but the Jamaicans didn't give a fuck.
But these guys are making a fucking ball out of themselves. These guys are having a ball. Like, I have never seen so many videos of these guys having so much fun. And hold on, let me see if I can log into my TikTok account because I have these saved.
Yeah, it's... Dude, I'm just watching videos of guys recording while, like, 12-foot waves are hitting their coast, and they're just like, "Bombaclat!"
I have this video of them literally, like, trying to fly from
Fun
the winds.
Fun fact,
Wearing,
Jamaica...
like, wearing, like, motorcycle helmets, and they're just trying to...
They're just trying to what?
They're just trying to fly with the wind of how strong it is, and they're just wearing motorcycle helmets as protection, I guess.
It's protection from, like, rocks and sticks probably flying their way. Jamaica's the only flag with no red, white, or blue. Well, that's... They don't have enough freedom. We gotta give it some for... Give some for them. We got some spare freedom we can bring Jamaica. We've done it for, you know, a couple countries.
Oh, I'm trying to log into my TikTok here.
Oh yeah, dude, the devastation is absolutely insane in Jamaica. It hit the poor side of the island too.
Apparently it broke off too. Like the mountains in Jamaica were so rough that it completely destroyed.
Missing the watermelon, yelling "Bombaclat!" Hey, you're kind of close. You said "Bombaclat." Bombaclat.
Alright, okay. So here is a video of...
Midwest versus the South. Who would win?
This came across my For You page.
If you want me to be completely honest, Midwest versus South? South, bro. We're checking the streamer.
Look at this guy.
Dude, they're having the time of their life. Dude, they're getting hit with 190 mile per hour winds. Bombaclat!
Then the shack of a house. Oh man. These guys are like in the These guys are like in the worst of it, in the worst of this hurricane. And here they're in a whole shack of where they are. And then they're just trying to like catch a wave.
Just trying to catch a wave.
I got more too.
And I'm not in either the South or Midwest. So it's a coin toss for them now. Dude, I have not gamed. I have not gamed at all. I've not had the time to game. We might play the Battle Royale for Battlefield 6. Maybe. Maybe, if I have the time.
Okay, I got some more videos. I got some more videos of these guys. So just a little context. Just a little context here.
I don't think there's any context that can prepare you for what Jamaicans do during a hurricane.
So you know, their streets flooded, houses gone. No, there's like nothing left. And then here's these guys. Just wait till you see this.
These absolute champions.
running from anything. They're just having fun. Fully clothed. Fully clothed. Look, opening TikTok after praying for Jamaica.
Hold on, play the video again.
Olympic dive. Olympic dive. He's got...
Dude, they don't know what's under that water.
Not a clue.
There could be a car under that water. Like shrapnel.
And then I got another one. I got another one. Look.
Dude, it's a water park. Dude, the Hurricanes just been a water park for Jamaica.
Dude, it really has. It really has. Just been a whole water park for these poor guys.
That's incredible.
Dude, the entire world has just seen Jamaica go crazy with this hurricane. Everyone was saying they weren't gonna make it, and then here they are, literally.
They're making it.
Like, the worst storm isn't the worst for us.
A lot of them might not have made it. We'll see what the death toll is. If they've even made a counter yet. Look that up. Did they make a counter for the death toll yet?
Let me fact check this. Seven.
Only 7?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yep, the death toll in Jamaica due to Hurricane Melissa has risen to 7 fatalities. "185-mile-an-hour winds. Them shacks must be made of something else.
Wow! Oh my god.
These guys aren't gonna make it. These guys aren't gonna make it another day.
It's not about making it, dude. It's about living it.
Dude, they're living it for sure.
Oh, they're living it.
What else we got?
Oh, for the Hurricanes?
Yeah.
Dude, all I know, it hit as a Cat 5. It had the highest recorded wind speed, I think, of a hurricane. It was like 190 miles an hour.
The worst possible storm that could have developed, yeah. Like,
It's the worst.
It could not have been any stronger.
It could not have been any stronger, and they were not prepared for this hurricane at all. But somehow they had a better time. The less prepared they were, the more they just fucked around, and they're not finding out yet. I mean, 7 people found out. There's probably gonna be more by the end of all this. But yeah.
Fair though, they don't have a lot of big buildings to fall over, so.
Well, that's not the. It's like people. It's people just getting washed out and getting trapped in buildings and shit. What the most of the deaths after a storm like this occurs after the storm, like from starvation, from like, people looting and killing each other and shit like that. That's usually like for storms like this where it gets really bad. It's not the storm itself. A lot of the people will survive it. It's what comes after when the infrastructure fails.
Yeah, I feel like people just have fun at this point because they accept their fate.
Yeah, I mean, dude, what else are you gonna do? You're stuck on an island and a storm is perfectly hitting it. Did you look up? Hold on, look up videos. Actually, no, I'll play it on I'll play it on YouTube because I have a way for me to play it here. But oh my god, this is incredible. I'm gonna play this on the oh, goodbye buddy, where you going? He just Irish goodbye'd me. Alright, we're gonna play. Look on the stream, Robert, you'll see this, because if I try to stream it to you, it's not gonna work well. Oh, buddy, slow down. Nobody's taking it from you. Nobody's trying to take that jug of water for you, buddy. You can slow down.
It was the last of
it. You drank my only gallon of water, and now I'm gonna starve. Just wait for someone to ride a bike and recreate the Wizard of Oz. Dude, they already are. Robert, hold on, didn't we? No, I saw, there's a video of a guy, try to find it, there's a video of a guy on a bike driving through the hurricane, and it's not a bike, it's like a bicycle. It has a fucking steering wheel on it.
Oh, I saw that one too.
Yeah, a guy put a steering wheel on a bike. I'm gonna play this, dude. This video here is incredible. You gotta watch this. This is absolutely fucking insane. Not this ad.
The thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get your tools from
Remember, this is a very sad time for Jamaica.
It is, I guess.
Prayers.
Just watch this.
These guys.
Watch this here. This is the eye of the storm.
Oh, Harbor Freight. Dude, that is a huge eye. Oh my god. Oh my god. That looks like from another planet.
It's insane.
That's some biblical stuff, man. That's insane.
And then there's like another low, like look at the clouds below. It looks normal down there. That's insane how that works. I could not tell you the science of that.
The pressure. It's the pressure must be so insane.
Oh my god,
the
dude.
inside of a hurricane.
But it's not only that. There's have you ever heard of the hurricane on like in other planets? You ever heard about those?
Oh yeah, the Jupiters.
Yeah, the Jupiter's eye of the storm. Like that one's like been going on for thousands of years. It's like changing in shape and all that stuff. There's the one on the top of Saturn, and it's in the shape of a hexagon. It's absolutely incredible. There's so many amazing things out in the universe, but yeah, with this storm in particular, this is not the strongest storm. I think it's the 10th strongest storm ever recorded in history. So it's not even the strongest. Yeah.
I think one of the strongest hurricanes was in like the 1700s or 1800s or something. Like when we just started to like.
Oh, so yeah, that's when it was. It actually, so imagine if you live out in like Europe, UK, hurricanes don't exist. They never hit. Hurricanes never hit Europe or the UK. It's very rarely. Sometimes, and there's been like one or two recorded times in history when it's actually like curled up and did a little bit of damage, but they're very weak. So there was actually, I just look up the will for me if I saw. Oh, okay. But there was actually a hurricane that. Oh, Milo's up in his bed. Don't worry, Milo. I'm not going to shock you like Hassan Piker did. But there's imagine that's actually a perfect time for a cut. Imagine you're unsuspecting pale European coming over to the Americas, and the natives are just telling you about these immensely powerful storms, and you're just like, so? And then you experience your first hurricane? Dude, no fucking wonder these guys have polytheistic gods. The shit that they see and experience, it's insane.
The Native Americans. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Like you experience a hurricane and you just don't have like any, especially like back then, like not much of a comprehension of science and shit. And you experience a hurricane, you'd think the gods are fighting each other. And that's like where you think for any of the sailors that went out into open sea and they would get caught in those early hurricanes forming, and they would talk of the tales of the storms and shit, and people just didn't believe them because storms that severe never hit Europe. It's insane.
Also, there was a lot of slave ships that were lost over these. Just every single person on that ship died. It tragic, dude. Like these ships that are like made to withstand like European weather, and then they send them over to like the Atlantic Ocean, like middle of Atlantic, and then it's just like a Category 5 just brewing in there.
Oh yeah, because the hurricanes form in the mid-Atlantic and then they go west. They rarely ever go east, and when they do, they're very weak. Pat, that's why this has happened. It's a good reason. It's a damn good reason. Like not enough people are worshiping the Poseidon, but so you're talking about like you brought up like the slave ships. So there's a story I'm gonna show you. You ever look up what America's like first declared war was against? Who was against? Do you know who it was?
You're giving me hints that it's not the British?
Like when we were first a formed country.
Oh, okay. I think it was like France then. I mean, we're duking it out with the UK,
Oh, hey, buddy.
with England.
Oh, no, never mind. It's not the first, but it's one of the first. The first was the War of 1812. I'm gonna look up the year really quick. Yeah, it was right after. Oh, no. Never mind. It was before. It was before the War of 1812. So there's two Barbary Wars. The first Barbary War was in 1801 to 1805, and the second Barbary War was in 1815 to 1816. So it was against God, and we lost because of the British. But the Barbary Wars was against the Islamic States. One of America's first battles that they've ever gone against was against the Barbary States. Not a lot of people know this. This is not like taught in history class. It rarely ever. Maybe in an AP history class, but most kids don't go into that. You ever hear about that, Rob? Are you reading it right now?
Like it was United States, Sweden, and Sicily against Morocco.
Yep, it was against the Barbary States. And the reason why is that again, not a lot of people know, they were taking slaves from Europe and America. Not just, they were taking African slaves, they were taking slaves from Asia, they were taking European slaves, American slaves. We were fighting the barbers. But it's a war that's not really talked about. It's one of America's, first wars. And before the oil. Yeah. It had to do with the issue of you're attacking our ships, you're taking our people as slaves. Do you want to know how many slaves they took?
Is it in the millions?
It's in the millions.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude, that's ships.
And that's just Americans and Europeans. And it wasn't just from ships; it was also from land invasions. And
kicked by some Moroccans.
Thomas Jefferson, at the time, he went over and spoke to an emissary. I might have the story kind of wrong if it was like Thomas Jefferson or we sent a diplomat or if they did it. But America and a diplomat from the Barbary States, they get to talking. It was Jefferson, I believe. So they get to talking, and Jefferson asks, Why are you doing this to our people? Why are you attacking our people? We have no quarrel with you. The U.S. is a new country. We haven't ever fought with you. We just broke away from Europe. Why are you taking our... they were basically saying, we don't give a fuck if you take European slaves. Why are you taking American slaves? And they said, well, because the Quran demands it. That was their response. You are not a part of... You don't believe in the one true God, and it demands that, we have full right to kill you, enslave you, take your land. It's a legit diplomatic discussion that was actually held. It's kind of crazy.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah. I cannot get over how many ships and millions of slaves were.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to fact check myself here before that. Estimated number is around 1 to 1.25 million Europeans, while the United States lost around 700 citizens. So we weren't the majority, but it was still enough for the U.S. to go, what the fuck? And then we got involved. Yeah, we were... it took 700 and we were like, yo, and then, Europe was losing 1 to 1.25 and they weren't doing shit about it.
America was like, yeah, that's not our last time. Then
basically.
Do you guys again.
Oh yeah, but that's the Barbary fucking Wars were, which I actually want to make a video about that. I haven't put it together yet, but I want to make a video about the Barbary War. Well, both Barbary Wars.
That'd be a really good one to get people to know.
Yeah, that one's one I want to make one about. I'm working on. I already recorded it. I'm in the middle of editing it. About every country. I did like the one video about just the U.S. getting nukes, and now I'm making another one where I just decided to do fuck it, and I'm doing all of the countries together. I've just done it all together. You know, I'm less serious. I'm like actually having fun with it and making jokes and enjoying it. But I want to make one about that. And now I just watched a movie, which I highly recommend anybody watches it. It was actually pretty incredible. It came out like 2016. It's called The Siege of what was it? Gibraltar. Hold on, I gotta look up the name of it.
Gibraltar?
Gibraltar? Dude, if there was a siege of Gibraltar recently, that'd be fucking crazy.
Genovia.
Jadotville. The Siege of Jadotville. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or Jadotville, or whatever the fuck. But it was basically 150 Irish soldiers that the UN wanted, because the UN at the time, I guess the British, the great colonizers, they steal all of the spices, yet not know how they use them, and they just eat beans and toast. Dude, they still eat. The British still eat like there's German planes flying overhead.
Like we won the war, guys. Come on.
I just guess the fucking culinary department in the UK just didn't get the message they won the war.
They're like, alright, I mean, hey, beans, you know, they're still pretty good.
I was watching I saw a podcast where a guy was like arguing with another dude. It was a British guy and an American guy. He's like, you guys have such terrible food. He goes, hey, 10 of the top 10 restaurants in the world are all in London. And he goes, yeah, who makes them? He goes, the French. It's all French food.
Where's the Godzilla?
Because
of our nukes video.
I could have been. I didn't include that. Sorry, buddy. But oh yeah, dude, the Siege of Jadotville. Highly recommend you watch that movie. There's some historical inaccuracies, but the general story is correct. And
I will watch it.
Dude, it's 150 Irish soldiers that were taken. They weren't taken. But
they're so bad, that's why they eat beans.
Yeah, dude, nothing else could fit through. It needs to be something soft and chewy. But so the Irish were a pretty neutral country. They've never invaded another country before. The only people they've really been fighting is themselves and the IRA against the British. So when the whole stuff in like the 1960s was going on with the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and they were having like their civil war and shit, we needed to send peacekeepers. The UN wanted to send peacekeepers to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So they were like, okay, who we send? We can't send Americans because, you know, we just had the fucking Korean War and like other shit. Nobody really wants to deal with us. It's in the middle of the Cold War, so we're not really seen as peacekeepers, and neither is like the USSR or a bunch of other countries. So they were like, okay, a neutral country is Ireland, so we're going to take 150 Irish soldiers who have never experienced combat before. None of them. So we're going to take them, and we're just going to put them in the Congo, and they're just going to be like a peacekeeping force. Hopefully nothing's going to happen. This story it's incredible. It's amazing. Not many people have heard about it. It happened in the 1960s. It didn't become public until 2005. They buried the event. They didn't want anybody to know about it because it was technically an embarrassment against the UN. So nobody knew about it until 2005, and at the time, none of the soldiers that were involved in this event got any medals or recognition. And oh, dude, it's so messed up. But so just I don't want to like spoil the whole story, but generally this is the story. This doesn't really spoil it either, though, but it's kind of cool. There's 150 soldiers. They faced 1,500 at minimum mercenaries. And they had to defend this tiny little town, which they turned into their outpost. It was Jadotville. 150 versus an entire military. Not a single Irishman died.
They had that whiskey.
Dude, that Irish luck. It's an unbelievable story. Unbelievable. All 150 men made it back home.
What about the other guys?
They killed 300 of them.
Jeez.
And they never knew combat. But yeah, the real story is incredible. The movie's really good. There's a few inaccuracies, and they liven some things up, you know, for the entertainment purposes. But the general story is true. It's
On
one.
Netflix, right?
Oh yeah, it's on Netflix. 150 versus 1,500, probably more, and they get no reinforcements, no support. There was this was the time, around the time when Kennedy was president, and the Secretary of Defense was going over there to negotiate peace deals for a ceasefire. His plane crashed. They believe they don't. So the general belief that I have come to is that the Congo shot it down. They shot down the plane because they were already, like, during the Civil War, the side that, like, the UN was helping was just send whatever you can to help, and the side that was rebelling, that wanted to, like, become like an independent state, they were the ones launching and hiring militants. And I believe the official story is that the plane crashed. I believe they shot down the plane. The movie alludes to the fact that they shot down the plane. They don't show it because there's not proof that the plane was shot down by the Congo, but I think it was. I think they shot it down, and I believe the U.S. decided to not consider it, that the fact that it was shot down, one, because it's an embarrassment that, like, the Secretary of State was just killed by a foreign nation in a plane, and two, I believe the U.S. was thinking about, we're in the Cold War, we don't want to turn this into a hot war. If we declare war on the Congo, the Cold War would have become a hot war. That's how serious this situation was. So all of this was going on. The Irish guys while the Irish are holding out against this militia is when the plane gets shot down. And they held out against them for days. So that's the insanity of this moment, of all this different stuff going on right now. This is, like, this event, even though, like, the Irish weren't the cause of it, but the Irish getting attacked and shit. There was one thing that happened at, like, a radio station where there was a bombing done by some UN soldiers and it killed some civilians, so that's why this state was, like, launching attacks on everything UN related. So they attacked these fucking Irish guys that were just here for peacekeeping.
Instead of thinking about wives back home, their kids, they're probably thinking about the whiskey. They're like, damn, I gotta get back home to this fucking whiskey.
Yeah, dude, it's one of the craziest stories, and they buried it because they buried it for a lot of reasons. Because it's, one, an embarrassment. Two, it would have added more fuel to the fire during the Cold War, and nobody wanted a World War III. The UN's policy was avoid a third World War at all cost.
Here's the thing. If I lost against a country or something, I'd tell everyone and then team up with them just to make people scared.
That's diabolical, dude. Oh yeah, they just shot down our Secretary of State. They're our closest ally. We like these guys. They had the balls to take that prick out. Well, it makes me think of the one guy who was on a hill and got swarmed by the Japanese. He killed them all, his buddies like that. Sabaton made a song about that guy. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. To Hell and Back. I believe that's it. I believe that's the song that they made about that guy. That's a great song. Highly recommend. Sabaton's a great band. They do, like, all war stories. But yeah, dude, highly recommend for anybody to watch that movie, The Siege at Jabotville. Incredible movie. That story is amazing. That should be taught in school. That is an incredible story. And the commandant, that's the name of, like, the leader who was there. He was referred to as the commandant. He was a young guy, never experienced combat before, but he read a shit ton of books. Like, he was a tactician genius. So much so to where he planned for the enemy to flank, so he diverted some of his troops to, like, guard the flank, because he was like, only a smart militia would flank, because there's a hill over here. So we need to make sure they don't take this hill. But the mercenaries were not that smart. They didn't do the flank, so they had like a group of guys waiting over in this spot, like, just waiting, and nobody came. Because the militia, they weren't intelligent. They were just like, we have a numbers advantage. It's 150 fucking, like, Virgin War fucking Irishmen. Just send the whole, just bombard them with people. So they just underestimated them completely. And this general, even though he made that one miscalculation, he then just, on a whim, was coming up with plans. Like, and they had scraps. They didn't have much ammo and shit. On a whim, coming up with all these plans to just use whatever they can to take care of it. It is nuts. They were like, the militia that was attacking him also had a fucking jet. They were using it wasn't a government, it was a militia that was hired by the mining companies that was working with the government, and they had a fucking jet. They were strafing run and bombing the Irish, and none of them died.
They needed that whiskey back home. They needed it.
It's actually funny you say that, because the commandant kept radioing to the general, like when he was saying for aid, he was like, "Can you give us some whiskey on your as well?" He's like, "We need soldiers." He's like, "We need soldiers." And right before he hang up, he went, "But whiskey would be good too." That was it. I am not kidding. That it's in a dude. There are some amazing unknown war stories, which I'm definitely going to like share and make videos for on my channel. That's one of them. I'm definitely doing a video on that one, but I recommend everybody watches that movie. That movie was great. The critics gave it a 60. They could fucking suck it. That was way better than they thought.
Us men can take a war story any day of the week.
Oh, bro. There's also a story.
I watch Dunkirk probably like a couple times a year.
Oh, Dunkirk's incredible.
Just to humble myself, like it could have been worse.
Okay, alright, so, I'm gonna go full nerdtism again here. So, wanna know the insane story about Dunkirk? Like, the craziest part about it?
What?
So, the only reason all of those guys survived was because of the weather. The only reason. And the reason why is because if you ever watch the movie again, you'll notice, where's the Luftwaffe? There's no planes attacking all of these ships that are coming in to save all these people. It's because the weather was too poor that they didn't launch any planes to attack. They launched a couple. Dude, they would have sank all the ships, and they would have killed everybody on that beach. But they didn't launch the planes because the weather was too poor. It was like 7 or 9 days for them to get all those people out of there.
They would have been cooked in like hours if the planes were in the air.
It was like 7, I think it was, out of the 9 days the event took place of like getting all the people off of that beach. About 7 of the days was too poor of weather for planes to fly. And you gotta remember, these are also like little fucking propeller planes. No, they don't have jets yet. So they can't do too well in poor weather.
No, they're not that strong yet.
No, so they did, so all...
That's insane.
Dude, and if the weather was not poor, if it was actually adequate weather for planes, they never would have sent the okay, there was two possibilities. Either they would have decided to never send the ships because they knew the Luftwaffe would have been deployed and it would have just been a disaster. Or two, the ships would have deployed and it would have been a disaster. And then the whole reason everybody, like the British, kept fighting is because of, it's called the Miracle at Dunkirk for a reason, because they got all those boys, hundreds of thousands of soldiers, off of the beach and got them back to the UK. Think about that. If they never sent the ships and they didn't call upon all of like the civilians to take all their ships there, and if the weather was good and the planes could have flown and all of the ships would have been picked off, ships would have turned around, they never would have came, it would have been a completely different event of history, because all of those hundreds of thousands of soldiers would have been killed or captured, and that's a huge chunk of the army for the Allies, killed or captured. It would have demoralized the Allied powers, and D-Day probably never would have happened, and if it did happen, it would have been delayed. Crazy story. Like little things like that. The luck. And that's like this story with the guys defending Jadetville. The luck, dude. This is nuts.
Nah, this weather can't pay us. We ain't flying in there.
I mean, they're German, but I guess you could give them
I'm still thinking about that fucking hurricane and how they're
the Jamaicans, yeah.
They're a ball.
Bumbleclot! Dude, just like imagine Jamaican kamikaze pilots. Bumbleclot! Dude, that would have been iconic.
Kisses a fucking picture of some reefer.
Like, if you want like another story about like the luck of the wars and shit, George H.W. Bush was in World War, I forgot which World War, which one, that would have been II. He was in World War II. His plane was shot down and crashed in the ocean, so he was floating in the ocean, and a group of, like a ship an enemy Japanese ship was going to take them as was about to capture them and take them as prisoner. And at like the last second, American ships and planes rescued him, and he became a president.
That sounds like the story of how Teddy Roosevelt didn't shoot a bear.
The guys jumping in the water were the kamikazes for the Jamaicans.
That's what those guys jumping in the water were. Dude, they... It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to them.
Oh, yeah.
Cool
Bar none. Yeah, there's a lot of war stories that I know about. They're just in my favorite. Another one is Sabaton made a song about these guys as well. There was like a Russian fort that was under siege. I don't remember the name of it, but this is another war story I kind of want to make a video on. There was a Russian fort that was under siege, and this is early World War One. The Germans at the time, before they were even Nazis, they developed chemical weapons, and it was like the first time chemical weapons were ever really used in warfare. And how they released the chemical weapons, they just had these giant canisters, and they would just open the canisters up and just let the gas fly out. And the fun part about it is that it was completely incumbent upon the wind to carry the gas. So if the wind went the other direction, they were just gassing their own people. But that's just how it went. So they would just wait for the wind to be favorable, and they would open it. So they gassed this fort that the Russians were holding. And once the gas pretty much hits your body, your lungs, you're dead. And they're like coughing up blood, they're dying. All of these soldiers know it, in the Russians in the fort. They know that they're fucked. Tell me the story about the guy who said that hell is coming with them, if you get the joke. Oh, I don't think I do. I'd have to look that up. But
can we also talk about how back then, like, it was an actual concern about what the weather is during wartime? Nowadays, technology is so advanced that we don't even give a shit if it's raining outside. Like,
oh, you kind of do, but yeah.
Exact parameters, like the same things that are gonna happen regardless of the weather now. Like, we've literally lost. There's been crazy, like, when the Nazis tried to invade Russia in World War II, they literally like got their asses kicked because it was winter.
Yeah.
Like some of the biggest wars in history have been overturned because of the weather.
I have to give credit to the Soviets during that war first, though, because if the winters were terrible, but because the Soviets were going under scorched earth policy, and they were just burning down all of their cities when they did the same thing to Napoleon. When they got there, when the Germans got there, they had no infrastructure, so they were just there, and there was nothing. There was no food, there was no house, there was no shelter, and there was no weapons left behind, so they were fucked. But yeah, it's you're right. It was the weather, but because the Soviets did that fucked them even more.
Yeah, dude, Soviets really got their asses kicked. I'm surprised that they literally have so much shit nowadays. Like, they really got like nerfed so hard for like 200 years straight.
The Soviets?
From Europe, yeah. Like Russia literally got nerfed so hard just from the amount of wars that they had to be a part of in history.
Yeah, well, they just adopt the policy of being a meat grinder. You just keep throwing bodies at the problem, and that's what they did. Like, they had a policy during World War II because they didn't have enough guns, because communism didn't fucking work. They didn't have enough guns. But they had enough people. They had plenty of people to exploit, and they did that all the time. It was their greatest resource was people.
If you got handed a gun in World War II and you were a Soviet, you were gonna die.
You were gonna die because they put you in the front line. They put you in the front line, and they had another group of guys behind you that didn't have guns, and they just told you, "Hey, when that guy dies, go pick up his gun and continue the fight." That was the mindset. That is how they fought, and it worked. It fucking worked. Between that and scorched earth policy, it worked.
The Dennis meme when you get handed a gun and you're a Soviet soldier.
But continuing the story about the Germans in World War I that were gassing the Russians in the fort. The Russians knew that they were going to lose, so they just said fuck it, and they just charged the Germans while they're dying. They're literally coughing up blood. Their skin is peeling off. and they're charging the Germans. And there's this one account of a German soldier watching another German bayonet a Russian, and the Russian grabbed the German, pulled him in, and then stabbed him. So he pulled the gun, he took the gun and the bayonet, and he pulled it further into his body so he can be close enough to kill the other guy, and they both died. That's the things that these guys did. This scared, even though the Germans outnumbered the Russians. Again, I keep saying Soviets, but it was Russians at the time because it was World War I. They outnumbered the Russians, and the Russians were already pretty much dead because of the gas. But the Russians, just all knowing we're dead anyway, so fuck it, all rushing out of the fort at the Germans, scared the bejesus out of the Germans so much that they left. And that's why the battle is called the Attack of the Dead Men, and which is like Not Drawn Toten and shit like that. That is where Nazi Zombies comes from. Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. It originates from that story.
From that battle. Just,
yeah.
Dude, that's kind of like what like Hitler said about the Americans. How like we literally do not think, we just fucking charge and kill and hope for the best. And like,
oh yeah,
the best always happens.
Yeah.
Like they. I'm gonna look up some quotes about what
they
said about Americans.
My favorite quote from it was from a Japanese general. He said the whole reason a land invasion of the United States would never work is because behind every blade of grass there's a gun, which is great. That governments around the world know you can't land invade America because, you know, of the Second Amendment. The unfortunate part is a lot of people don't understand that the Second Amendment extends well beyond just defending your home. It has to do with against foreign aggressors coming through, against your government becoming tyrannical. It's the whole main point. It is, of course, yeah, obviously self-defense, home defense, but it's mainly against the government becoming tyrannical. Technically, according to the Constitution, even though you could say, well, they wrote that back at the time when they only had muskets and boomsticks. Yeah, true, and swords and shit. But technically, according to the government, according to the Constitution, I am legally allowed to own an A-10 Warhog.
He thought that the American
Technically.
society lacked unity and discipline needed for a prolonged war.
Whoops. Look up the quote. I want to see who said this quote. Look up the quote. It was about the Tiger tanks. So it's along the lines of, he said, I forgot who said it, but he said the Tigers one Tiger was worth 5 Sherman tanks. Unfortunately, the Americans would bring 6 Sherman tanks to the battle. Look up that quote and read the proper one. Well, war can't be delayed just because of the weather anymore. Well, at least if the country that's waging is technologically advanced. But still, there's some issues I can have with that. Yeah, dude, that's basically zombies coming towards them. That's where the whole idea of Call of Duty Nazi Zombies comes from and shit like that, because the Germans gassed them. Even though it was World War I, there was the stories about using the gas and it created the undead and stuff like that. So that's what planted the seeds, and then, the actual stories and the games all became a thing later.
Okay, so this is like where I haven't found who said the quote, but this is where the quote comes from. So okay, if a Tiger saw 5 Shermans first, 3 were dead before they could maneuver to kill the Tiger. Then the 2 left probably killed it. So yeah, we did bring 6 for every Tiger.
That's all we did. So a thing a lot of people who are, a lot of Americans are not comfortable with, because, look, if you study history, eventually, given enough time, socialism and communism do not function. They don't work. Every time it's been tried, it's failed. And it eventually resorts to capitalism to fix it. And capitalism, in a lot of times, which is an example during World War II, capitalism uses socialism to fix it when it fails, which that's kind of funny. They kind of need each other to fix each other. So during World War II, the United States government kind of took over most of the manufacturing industry and had auto manufacturers make tanks and other manufacturers make guns and shit like that. Companies that normally never made tanks and guns, they had them make tanks and guns. So our manufacturing output of weapons was insane. We were pumping out. It took the Germans, even though their tanks were superior, to make one Sherman. To make one Tiger tank. We were making like 20, 50 Shermans, and we were just throwing hardware at them. Is insane, and that's what Japan is doing. Not Japan. That is what China is doing right now. Sorry, that may be a little wassis that I said the wrong country, but
There's a quote. I didn't know how many of them it'd take to whoop my ass, but I knew how many they were gonna use.
What was that? A German soldier saying that?
I don't know. Someone said that. Someone named Ron White said that.
That's an American.
Whoever that is. Yeah, no, definitely.
Wait, Ron White? Ron White, the actor?
I guess so.
He's alive now. Ron White's.
No, it was just a quote by him that was pretty relevant.
Oh yeah, but what was it? I just lost my train of thought now. What was I just talking about? Nothing logical. Oh, thanks, man. I don't know which ones you're talking about because, as your name also suggests, there's nothing logical about my channel. It's a fucking shit show. I have too many interests, and I bounce around all the time. Like, I do clips when we're doing streams. I do just me talking about random shit. But the main videos on the channel I'm going to be doing now are going to be, like, just general stuff I'm interested in. Kind of more about, like, history, world stuff like that. There's a lot of tanks, dude. But, what was I just talking about, though? They have to do... It was quotes. Something about quotes. I just lost my train of thought.
Apparently, they used Tigers. We did find vulnerabilities in them, and the front of their armor was completely. It was ridiculous. You could not get through the front, but you could literally put, like, if you shot at a Tiger in the front hard enough, the tank still wouldn't, like, stop working. It would just cause so much vibration for the crew inside, it would literally kill them. Bombard the living shit out of the Tiger tank to the point where you, like, roast the tank crew alive, or you just like compress the shell of the tank onto the crew and they all just die. Like,
so you were just using pure inertia to kill them?
Yeah, just they experience the heat and gravity of the sun. You know, you just gotta replicate the gravity and heat of the sun for Tiger crews.
Hold on, I'm gonna play this video. Robert, take a look on the.
Okay.
Oh yes, yeah. No, we haven't done a stream like that in a while. It's kind of hard to get all the people together. On top of that, it's a lot. You know, you're getting drunk and you're kind of doing like rowdy shit. And I live in an apartment complex with neighbors. I have gotten noise complaints, so I've tuned those back a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna play this really quick. This is a Russian T-90M tank being absolutely obliterated by a Bradley. Just look at that. Oh my god, dude.
Okay, I'll let you know when it starts playing on stream.
Let me see if I can find a better clip of it. Not Opus clips, which I do use for the clips sometimes.
Some of the most dramatic armament engagements we've seen from gun and explosive armor.
Yeah, dude, look at it just take that.
Attacked before it could bring any of that firepower to bear. The tank's armor exploding as it was hit by round after round. The Bradley.
God bless the Bradley. God bless the Bradley, dude.
Dude, what the hell? That's insane. Dude, imagine being in that tank and then just like getting out of it alive and like walking away and just like seeing this video.
Oh, dude, nuts. Like, absolutely nuts. I don't think anybody probably survived that.
I am the astronaut's worst nightmare. Noise.
Well, I'm trying to find something specific here. It's not that. Never mind. But, what we got here? I'm the Nightmare Astronaut. Dude, yeah, you're the whole fucking reason that that astronaut has died and been rebuilt twice. It's sitting in a McDonald's box I have in the corner over there in pieces still. I'm never putting that back together. Unless you literally donated me, and I'm not asking you to do that, I will return it. Unless you literally donated me, like, tens of thousands of dollars, I'm never putting that fucking thing back together.
Dude, you can find instructions. Dude, I've broken Legos, so many Legos over the years.
Oh, I have the manual. I got the manual right here.
Well, yeah, I just Googled the manual, and it just comes up.
Yeah, I'm never putting that back together. Because I know the second I put it back together, somebody's daring me to break it. And I will break it.
Very, very, very rainy day for that.
Yeah.
like Hurricane Melissa type rainy day.
Too soon. What's some other... Hold on, we've been on history, and we were talking about the hurricane for a bit. What was some of the other stuff we wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah, dude, this shit with, do you want to talk about the German guy?
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, recently, I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos of these people traveling to other countries and just, trying out the local cuisine, trying out, local hotels and just events and just random stuff. And I come across this one guy. He's German. And instead of, him being, super... He's a great guy. He's hilarious. But when it comes to, him, trying stuff, he's just always got an opinion about it. And it's hilarious. Hold on. I wonder if I can find, the video I was watching. Yep. So, this is him in Guam. He's visiting the U.S. territory of Guam. And, it's just... Oh, Jesus. Hold on, see if I could...
Yeah, when you stream, I'll click it.
Yeah, so he goes up to... The first thing I noticed was when he went up to, these guys... Trying to, they're, selling... Yeah. He literally goes up to, this stand of, hot sauce. And...
What?
Look. They're literally selling hot sauce. Clearly labeled. You can, he walks up to this stand. Okay, right? You walk up to it, oh, yeah, that's a hot sauce stand. And, look what he says.
Spicy, it's like a spicy sauce.
Yes, we have hot sauce and
The Nazi?
pepper.
Unfortunately, I can't eat spicy. But I was wondering because I saw the sign Pika somewhere over there as well.
Yes.
So a spicy sauce from Guam.
Yes.
Homemade from you? From you? Oh, okay.
Walks up to a hot sauce stand and says, unfortunately, I can't do spicy. What is more stereotypical out of someone in Europe, honestly?
Especially a pale blue-eyed German.
Oh my god. And then what else?
It's I'm sorry, can you explain to me what is the hot sauce? What is that? Never heard of that before.
It's literally just hot sauce. He walks up to a sauce stand. They got pickled jalapenos right next to the hot sauce. Those yellow jars, those are pickled peppers. So unfortunately, I cannot do spicy. I walked out because Pika.
No spice.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
And then hold on. There's more to this.
Okay. It's very bad.
Yeah, very sweet guy. He's got a great smile.
He looks like Dylan.
But Pikachu made I popped it by having any this by the way with a nice I think but something different. Just there's a
So
Bro's just chilling.
idea what this animal is called, and it's a fucking water buffalo.
how do you call this animal?
Animal.
Right? I think it's called
Animal. Oh, you think?
Is that your animal?
Yeah, my cousins.
What are you doing with this?
Riding kids.
Are riding for the kids?
Yeah.
How do you call this in English?
Water buffalo.
Water buffalo.
Our language is called Carabao.
Carabao.
Like that.
Carabao.
Look where she's pointing. She's pointing to something, cause this guy is 5 feet away from the sign.
That says water buffalo.
The word
Very perceptive, this guy is.
Dude, it's just this fucking guy's social skills in a completely foreign environment.
I was looking for, I think, but I think I know it with a C.
And then there's something else. Oh, yeah.
No, he's thinking of caribou.
He buys
Which is
a
caribou is not a
$30
buffalo.
dog. 'Cause he talks about how he got scammed in New York City for an $8 hot dog from a hot dog cart. And it's literally like, look, first arrival in New York City, this is a video where he pays $8 for a hot dog. And it's not like he went to a restaurant either. He got a hot dog from a hot dog cart and the guy charged him $8 for the fucking hot dog.
Over there. Okay, thank you very much. And yes, in case you're wondering, US dollar is the main currency used here, or the only currency. And you have $3.
Because it's a US territory, buddy.
That's way cheaper than the hot dog I had in New York, which I think was $8. And some of you in the comment section were telling me that was a scam, that was way too expensive. Okay, now I have the number here, and I'm waiting to receive.
Oh yeah, I thought this was hilarious too. They gave him like a little number keychain because apparently, you know, ordering one hot dog is like a long wait. So they gave him a number tag for him to get called for his one hot dog. And just he eats it like with nothing on it. Just a plain Jane dog and bun.
How many shots does it take?
Can abroad.
Oh yeah, during this whole interaction, he said no mustard like 5 times.
Yeah. Food from hello. So we have a little hot dog here. Let me put over some.
I'm sorry. Go back. Look at that hot dog. Look at that hot dog. Go back.
Like mustard on my hot dogs.
Go back to the hot dog. Let me look at that hot dog.
Same sentence. He's talked about how he doesn't like
Robert,
mustard.
let me look at that hot dog. Go back to the hot dog.
That hot dog looks terrifying.
Dude, it doesn't look cooked. It looks fucking raw.
Okay, then after this, I try the barbecue. Ketchup, I don't. So I'm just gonna.
Hold on. Pause it for a second. Pause it for a second.
Oh, he put a little bit of ketchup on it.
Hold on. The guy just asked a question. Hold on. Do I have any tips for a small channel? Okay. As somebody who has fucked up many times on YouTube, and I'm still a small channel, pick a niche and stick to it. I can't pick a fucking niche. There's too many things I like. A channel with how they have the system set up today, you need to pick one particular niche, you need to stick with it. And if you want to do another niche, if you want to broaden, you have to start another channel. And then you can advertise that one on your main channel, and so that you can have multiple. Eventually, I'm going to start separating things. I don't know when eventually. I'm trying to pick what I want to be my main channel's focus. I think I'm leaning more towards talking about like history, events, stuff like that, like more commentary about things that interest me. I think I'm going to stick to that. The streams are fun. I can do that here and there, but I might make a Newman Live channel because you can't do... Let me put Robert's face back on. You can't do... it just doesn't work. It fucks up the algorithm. Hey, buddy. The system... Like, once... Here's a good example. If you're posting a specific type of thing, and then you post a new thing, it's like... It gives the algorithm a stroke because now it needs to find a new audience. And if you do that for a while, and then you switch back to the old thing, you switch to another thing, it just gets confused. So pick a niche, pick one thing that you really, really love doing, whatever your main focus is. But if you want to do multiple, you have to make multiple channels and upload on those channels individually. And that would work tremendously better. And you have to pick 2 avenues. If you can either do the one avenue where you do shorts, lower quality, easier content, post daily. And the other avenue is if you want to do like focus on like long discussion things, post weekly and technically regularly. If you fall out of it, that hurts the algorithm as well. You have to be you have to have a regular schedule. If you're posting too irregularly and it's like all over the place, again, it's going to get confused. You kind of need like a set schedule. The system has to learn you. There's a whole bunch to it. But the big thing is pick a niche. Pick a niche that you love and you're passionate about, because that will show.
Some great advice.
Different games. Okay, if you're gaming, that's fine, because gaming is a genre in and of itself. You could do different games. But the different type of content is like if you're doing gaming, you're playing Call of Duty, and then you play like Battlefield, and then you play like Fortnite, and you're jumping around. That's fine, especially if like you're streaming, you're making posts about it. It's if the content style's the same. if you're doing that, and then if you're doing like gaming where you're posting, you playing games, and then all of the sudden you post like you subvert your content and you shift it to like you're now doing commentary for like a 1 hour long documentary about the history of like a game story, or you're doing like a lore breakdown, that can kind of fuck it up a bit. But gaming is like one particular thing where you can like kind of be a little bit fluid in it, but it's very saturated right now, so you got to be careful with that. With gaming, you want to stream gaming, you want to post videos of you playing regularly. It's low effort in the sense that you don't need to like, it's good. Game is a good one to start because it's low effort in the sense you don't need to like write a script or plan what you want to do. You just pick a game, you play, and you upload it. The hardest part is really the editing. Look at that beefy boy, that beefcake over there. But like, tell me a few of the like the specific things you want to do, and all that stuff. But like, there's a ton of factors, and you'll learn it. Like, what's I can't look right now, but actually, I could look right now. What's your YouTube? I'll look at it. But you do there. Sounds complicated for you. Is nothing logical? Oh, nothing logical like that. It's complicated, but like the more you spend time, you kind of understand it. The thing is like I understand how the system works. If I really wanted to, and if I locked in, I know I could do a lot better and perform a lot better in my content and shit. But I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do fully yet. So I've like done a ton of things. I've gotten a little bit of success. I've gotten like a lot of videos that get like tens of thousands of views. I get a couple of videos, especially in shorts. I'm not talking about long form yet. My long form's not doing good. It's harder to push long form content. Still figuring that out. But I hit like a few that hit like millions. But the thing for me is like when I hit a few videos that got like millions of views and they got a lot of attention and I was getting a lot of messages from people, and I was like, listen, it kind of like overwhelmed me. Like a couple of years ago, I was like, okay, I don't like this attention. It kind of like bothered me a bit, so I like backed off a bit. And then honestly, that was if like I wanted to make YouTube a career, it killed it. I had momentum, and if I kept at it, I would be in a way better place right now. I fucked that up because I changed. Like, I backed up. I stopped posting for a bit after I got a little bit of success. I got my 15 minutes of fame. I backed up, overwhelmed me a bit, and I changed my content. And now I kind of regret doing that. But I learned how the system worked, and I learned a lot through that. Due to tiny identity crisis and other things. Well, you don't need to show your face. There's plenty of channels that like never show their face. You can make completely faceless content, and it would actually do very well. Well, yeah, you can't. You have to be careful when you're doing horror. If you're gonna be like a channel and you're doing like horror content, you have to be careful when you're doing it about things that children are really invested in. A lot of children love Sonic. So if you're going to do horror content related to Sonic and a kid starts Googling Sonic content and they're like watching Sonic stuff on YouTube and your stuff gets into their feed, they're going to see that. So you have to be careful with the stuff that you do. Why you could have just said that? Why'd you have to immortalize it in text?
They gotta know what's good.
But yeah, identity crisis is like very. How old are you? Are you younger? Like identity crisis, like everybody goes through them. I made an 8-bit mascot.
That's fine.
But yeah, you have to. A lot of part of things, it's like not just like YouTube, but life in general. A lot of it's like coming into your own, figuring out who you are as a person. My best advice is go and have as many experiences in life as you can. Younger. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, those are some loopholes to get in trouble there. That's crazy. Like something that someone should never get in trouble for in the first place. And here they are getting in trouble for it.
Well, it's also... Oh, continue, my bad.
I also blame the whole internet in general. Like like especially on TikTok. Like TikTok is so bad. I've just been going to IG Reels. Yes, there's more deaths, but it's still some good comedy. When it comes to like social media search engines, they're horrible. Especially the ones that aren't monetized. Especially the ones that aren't looking forward to anything. When it comes, it's really our fur because look at you.
Dude, did you just...
What does that mean? What does that mean? Look at me. I'm getting cyberbullied. I don't even know this guy.
Oh.
But when it comes to like, you know, like I really do. I blame social media for like half the shit for people getting in trouble for. Obviously, for starters, cancel culture. But when you like think about anything else. Literally, when you search anything on TikTok, like I remember I was literally like when I was looking to buy a car, and I was just like looking up like certain cars, literally like half-naked fucking women would pop up on the search feed, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like literally half-naked women will pop up, no matter what you search, and it's fucking terrible for humanity, us as like a whole, because like for one, you're derealization the kids. Like they don't need to know that shit at all, and I feel like that's what's pressuring a lot of the socially economic stability that we have as a country, to know the difference between right and wrong and what shouldn't be on social media, because there really isn't any like walls. There's no walls for it at all.
Yeah. I'm planning to upload soon, but some of the things I want to post have gone a long way into the game. Well, at that point, then you can teach people about the game then. Like, hey, I'm far in this game, let me give you some advice on the game. That's one thing you could do. If it's like a story game like Fallout, for example, if you're like playing like Fallout, you could do Fallout lore, or you can talk about, you know, certain builds for your stuff and shit. That's one thing you can do. But one thing with gaming is you got to, especially if you're a new channel, is you have to follow the games that are trending if you want to grow faster, if that's what you're talking about. But the thing with gaming is you can easily do it without ever showing your face, if that's like a problem for you, if you like have an identity crisis and you're worried about that. They are getting into trouble because of AI YouTube shit, and it's getting them in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, no, the AI stuff is, the internet's still adjusting to all that. We're going to see how that's going to go. The whole world's adjusting to it. It's... I don't think it's going to be a horrible thing. The genocide route.
Oh, Undertale is a great game. I've played Undertale like 10 times back in high school.
So understand.
It's literally an 8-bit game.
Yeah.
It's like what old, you know, okay, you know what Undertale is, right? Do you? Should I explain it to you?
No, I know. With Sans and yeah, no, I know all of them. You good?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can keep talking about it.
Oh,
I'm just reading what you say.
I'm not going to explain what Undertale is. If you
Oh, well, yes. Undertale, if you're going to do videos on Undertale, I mean, playing it right now, unless you've already, like, been through it. The thing was, like, if you're going to do it, you have to say, like, first attempt. You have to structure it as, like, going back, you know, first attempt, stuff like that. Like, this is my first attempt doing it, or can I complete the genocide route, stuff like that. You have to keep it. That is true, Robert. You didn't deny it. You have to.
I'm on the low.
You have to do it within the parameters of it being an older video, or you can like do a playthrough of it while giving commentary about it, also telling a little bit about the lore, stuff like that. But you can't just I keep saying repeating stuff like that, like a white girl that repeats with like, but you can't just Oh, dude, we all got that a little bit. I'm a blue fox. Foxy Blue? You Foxy Blue boy?
I'm not gonna deny it.
You're not gonna deny it. What's your fursona, Robert?
A blue fox.
A blue fox?
Blue fox.
I know, but what's your name? Your persona name?
Bluey.
Bluey? I got blue balls. That's mine. Blue balls is my persona.
Oh, on my car, under the tailgate, I have 2 little fur balls. Also that into furries.
You know what? If we're gonna do that Christmas game again, I'm going to get a pair of like 2 hanging blue balls, just for that.
New Robert, we don't judge.
No, I do judge heavily. Don't worry, I bully him. I keep him in line. I keep him square.
That's how we originally became friends. Peyton did bully me.
Oh yeah, I was terrible to him. When we were younger. Are you okay with me sharing the whole story?
I don't care.
So yeah, I used to bully the living fuck out of Robert because again, Robert, I love you. So I'm just saying this like.
No, I was a retarded child.
You can't just say that on stream.
I was such a dumb kid. Like, I would have bullied myself till I cried. Like if I knew myself back then. Like, seriously, I am glad you did that, because it honestly gave me so much spatial awareness.
What was the worst thing you remember me saying to you?
Not really. You didn't really say anything, like, hurtful. You just were just kind of annoying. Like one time when I came to class and we all had to sit on the rug, and I remember I had a watch that day. And I don't know why, just that morning, I'm like, I'm gonna wear a watch. And so I wear the watch, we go into class, we're all sitting on the rug, you're sitting behind me, and you raise your hand, and the teacher calls on you, and you're like, Robert's wearing a watch. And the teacher was like, yeah, he is. He is. And he's like, what if he can't read the watch? And then, I swear to God this happened.
I don't think that's bullying. That's me just being a moron.
And he's like, it's one of the watches that doesn't have a screen. And to like a regular ass clock with like a minute hand and an hour hand. And that was the type of watch I was wearing. And your ass is trying to get me in trouble thinking I'm too smart. I'm not smart enough to wear a watch like that.
Yeah, I definitely picked on you for a lot of shit. But it's like the thing, like...
See, like, it wasn't, like, hurtful. You weren't ever hurtful. You were just kind of annoying. But, like...
Yeah, I pick on you for stupid shit.
But, like, to be honest, I couldn't even read the watch. So, yeah, I couldn't read it. You're right. I was sitting there beat red like, oh, shit, he's on to me. And then the teacher was like, well, good for him, he can practice.
The main thing I remember. Cause you peed. I shit myself, dude. I full on I think there was a time when I was in elementary school where I had to fart really bad and a lot of poop came out and I had to run to the bathroom.
That happens to me probably about once every couple months still.
No.
Mystery fart. We all have farts that we question, you know?
Well, yeah, you get that.
You know?
You get that little wet one, but I had like I vividly remember. I don't remember what grade. I remember how it happened. So I was shitting in a stall, and I stood up, and I had my pants down below my ankles, my underwear, and there was still shit in my ass, and it fell right into my underwear. I dropped the cinder block right in my eye, like, oh! I took my feet out, took the turd, dropped it in the toilet, flushed it, and there's like a huge shit stain on my underwear. So I balled up my underwear, chucked it in the garbage, and then just went back to school in like commando. And I was like freaking the fuck out, like everybody knows what if somebody finds the underwear in the bathroom? Like I was freaking out, like I buried it, like I took toilet paper towels and I just buried the fucking underwear, dude.
That's where OCD came from, huh? Must
Yeah.
try minute ops.
Minutes.
Ops happened again. Try minute. Ooh, happened again. Oh, I get it.
Ooh, happened again. But
let's try minute.
But yeah, me and Robert ended up becoming really close after. Do you mind me saying?
I don't care.
His mom passed away of cancer when we were really young, and I went literally like the whole mindset shifted. I was like, shit, I love my mom. I'd be very sad if I didn't have my mom either. So then I just like walked up to him, and you were like by the church, if I remember, and you were just like kind of sitting there looking really sad. I don't remember if you were crying or not. But I just walked up to you, sat next to you, I just like hugged you, and then ever since then we were like really close.
No, I remember that. That was I was really sad. It wasn't about my mom though. It was about not being student of the month.
Are you? What? Dude, so okay, so hold on, let me get this straight. The genesis of our friendship was a fucking lie?
No. There's another time when you were kind of that I distinctively very much don't remember. It was fourth grade. Fourth grade. I was sitting on the windowsill. Our teacher had us go around and clean the classroom, you know, as like chores, but like, you know, just, you know, how to take care of a classroom. And our fourth grade teacher assigns us different chores to do around the classroom. That day I got assigned to clean the windowsill. So I was cleaning the windowsill. Payne comes up to me and he's like, hey, I'm sorry your mom's sick. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, thank you, yeah, no. And then you go flat out say like, oh, I'm so sorry, your mom has cancer. And I'm just like, she doesn't have cancer. Like I scream at the top of my lungs. And I'm like,
oh yeah, cause I think my mother told me like way before you ever like told anybody.
Before my dad even told me.
Yeah.
And that's how I originally found
Dude,
out.
Your dad got in a lot of fights with my mom because of how I treated you.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah, your dad would go after my mom and yell at my mom like when we were all like waiting in the lobby for school, and like my mother like for like a while just was like, my beautiful boy has never done anything wrong. She's like, yo, she's like, Peyton, you're fucking, she's like, she thought we were really close then, so she's like, yeah, your friend Robert's dad is a little nuts. And I was like,
he's a little nuts.
He's like, she keeps saying that you're like you're bullying Robert, but you guys are like really close. Because at the time, I thought we were friends before that, and then I like really started like, oh my god, I've been a prick to him. Actually, someone who I was really a prick to was Daniel DiNardo. Do you remember him?
He was a very odd child though. He would have like these like autistic outbursts, and he would literally get our friend Nick in trouble so much because he would just like talk to Nick during class, and like he would like bring in like like these toys and like try to get Nick to play with the toys with him. And then the teacher would scream at Nick all the time about like, Nick, stop talking in class. And Nick's like, I'm not.
I remember that. I remember Nick always screaming. He's like, I'm not talking, and everybody's just sitting there like, yeah, he's been like dead silent. He's literally he's like borderline catatonic.
But yeah, no, it was it was definitely a funny foundation. Yeah, my dad is nuts, chat. No, that's
So I think my dad wins the winner of the year for being nuts. but what was it? Oh yeah, but for Daniel DiNardo, something that I will always remember, which is like legit, this was fucked up. So if you remember, we never should have said his name fully on stream. I kind of feel bad, but he had a specific smell to him, and I was dumb. I was a young, ignorant kid. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like he walks past, and I literally just went, because I like to like insinuate that I thought like, he smelled bad. So I like helped.
This is what I mean when like Payne was
I was a dick. I was a dick. So like I literally like visibly held my and like made a noise like and like held my breath when he walked past, and fucking Connor is sitting right there, and Connor with one N, and he looks at me and he just goes, Miss Pasquale, Peyton is saying Daniel smells like poo.
You didn't even say a word.
I'm literally sitting there and I'm like, I mean, yeah, he did, but.
By the way, this is first grade. Very, very, very common
Well,
to still poop your pants in first grade.
something I found out, well, he always smelled like that. I don't know if it was like because it's like the shampoo he used, he didn't wash. Just like sometimes some people's natural musk has like a scent. It's like a whole thing where somebody could smell like has a natural scent to them that you just find repulsive, but other people could actually find attractive. So it's actually a thing between men. A lot of men find other men's smell repulsive. So. And a lot of women will find some men's musk like actually attractive. It's like a whole thing with pheromones and shit. I'm not like an expert on it. I'm just figuring out bullshit out of my ass.
Pheromones, yeah, no, it's real. It's real.
But to me, I just did not like the way he smelled. Genuinely made me gag, and I was like, I was being a dick about it. Hello, Milo.
Alright, chat. Do we know what Tren is? Do we know what Tren is? The injectable drug. Do we know what that is? Okay. If you don't, Google
I like the
quick,
PFP.
you'll know what I mean. It's kind of like what steroids is. So when guys take Tren, their whole musk and pheromones, they completely change. Like apparently there's like this thing called Tren sweats, and it will completely change the way you smell.
Dude, have you seen Tren cough?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a video of that. Paul's Tren cough, yeah.
Performance enhancer cough.
Keep talking. You can keep talking about it. I'm just gonna find a video of a guy having Tren cough.
Apparently, when like someone is on Tren, they sweat a lot, and that's called Tren sweats. And the smell of that sweat specifically is incredibly musky. And you know, maybe we all should be smelling musky and take a Tren ourselves. Don't do Tren, guys. Don't do Tren. But it's apparently it just increases so much, like. It also makes your balls small. So if you want small balls, go for it. But
well, it makes your balls small because your body's like, shit, I have so much testosterone, I don't need to make anything anymore.
yeah,
So your balls will shrink.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think this is there's like a few videos of Tren cough, but I found this one. Let me pull
I
them
know
up.
a kid named Tren.
Tren.
Tren. T-R-E-N. Tren. With an N. He fucking sucks. Oh, poor Tren.
Alright, hold on, let me play this.
Fuck Tren. Tren sounds like an asshole. Who would name their kid? Do you know? Have you ever ran into a Tren before, Pete?
Hold on. You can't see it or hear it because I'm playing it through the stream. You're not gonna be. But I am playing the video of the Tren cough. One sec.
Alright.
Feel Tren cough coming.
Fresh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, I got the video. Yeah, dude, this guy does. He makes his own Tren. He makes it.
He made it.
Yeah, this guy makes all the Tren he uses. And it's like really bad, by the way. He's like, this guy's gonna die. Like, this guy is not healthy at all.
I'm trying to see if I can find more videos of people having Tren cough, dude. I hear you watching the stream through your thing. Is that what I sound like on the stream right now?
No, that's me. That was me.
No.
I'm sharing my screen still. There you go.
Well, I think my thing definitely goes a little too high. I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. There we go. That might be a little better. Milo, come here, buddy. He's screaming at the door right now. Milo, come here, buddy. It's okay. I'm not gonna shock you with the collar. And I can't find any other videos of Tren cough. It's just that guy. But yeah, basically, so all Tren cough really is when you inject Tren into your body, like it causes a reaction. Your body's like, "What the fuck did you just put in me?" Because it's like it should not be in your body. So people just have literally a reaction to it, and they just start violently coughing because their body's like, "Get out of me."
Like, the closer you inject it, like if you inject it like anywhere near your heart, that's like that.
Oh
like
yeah.
Instant cough. The sooner you will cough.
Oh yeah.
And dude, that guy that you played injecting it, he literally has videos of him like popping pimples on his chest, but it's not pimples. It's literally Tren that did not go into his body. And so when he pops it, it's literally just fucking Tren shooting out of the pimple.
So the Tren that he like injects into his body just like pooled there?
Yeah, because
I'm
in
dead
muscle,
serious.
It doesn't like. I guess like he doesn't have that great a circulation in his muscles, so it just the Trent never circulated through his body, at least not all of it. And it's insane how this guy does it too. And there's like videos of him like making it. He's like, and it's like obviously a joke, but it's not because he literally does it.
Yeah. Yes, please show your friends the video of us saying Trent sucks. Trent.
Fuck is wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, Trent?
You're a fuck. You know that?
You
You're a
missing
fuck,
your
Trent.
20 minutes of cardio?
Trent, look at me.
Look at him.
Just look at me. See this look? This is the look of disappointment your father wishes he could give you every waking moment of his life. And if your father's not around, he's doing it in hell. He's looking up at you right now.
Listening to this guy. You
That was
better be
fucked up.
listening to this guy.
That was fucked up, but Trent, you know. I don't even need to say the words, you know. Yeah, show your friends the stream. Tell them to come on and join us sometime. But we're approaching an hour and a half. There's a bunch of other shit I did want to talk about.
Oh wait, hold on. I just want to finish the German guy. There's only a couple things left I want to share about them.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
The stream will still be recorded after this. So if you look at my channel after, the stream will still be up.
Oh yeah, I got it when I was like looking down at you. I tried to like make it look like I was looking down at you when you were talking about Trent. Hold on. It'll show up. Hopefully it wasn't. It actually like worked out.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Well, you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the German guy you wanted to show.
Yeah. Now I am. Okay, so this is that hot dog that this guy bought in Guam for $3, and he was just talking about how he got scammed in New York for an $8 hot dog. But look at the color of this thing. Like, what the hell?
Who the fuck applies ketchup like that?
I don't know, man. It's Germans.
Like this. Okay, first time trying a hot dog in Guam. Let's see.
This guy literally has like such the nicest face. Like, I would ask this man for directions in Germany if I saw him.
I wouldn't let my kids within 100 feet of him. I mean, that's mean. He's probably a great guy.
Everything tastes better when you're hungry. I'm actually quite hungry now, so maybe, yeah, about $10. Go all the way around here for standing in line to get.
Hold up. Okay, so I'm gonna look for when he went to like the sushi or the seafood restaurant.
He does
And then
look like a
goes
very
on
sweet guy.
And then he goes on to say how he doesn't like seafood.
I want to be a wild channel, a guy that just like travels to other countries and shits on the country the whole time he's talking to people there.
Honestly,
Like-
I could totally see why Americans or Europeans don't like tourists, because there's people like this that exist.
Well, he is a European.
Wait. Oh, he's talking. Oh, dude, every single time he gets out of a taxi, he's like, "And I had another Filipino." Hello, is this it? Oh yeah, he goes to a Kmart and he's looking for a deli in Kmart.
Pia! No, Pia! Oh yeah, I thought this was insane. Like the prices in this Kmart. Like look, apparently they think this Kmart thinks that the regular price for women's shorts is $70. Like maybe Lululemons, but not some cargo ass pants from Kmart. Dude, that's gotta be a fucking scam. Like
it is.
they
TJ
do.
Maxx does that all the time.
Yeah,
I
but
used to work
that's-
for Home Goods. And
But
we
that's
used to have to put
egregious.
We used to have to put tags on like everything, or it's like original price, like $80, and like this price $60. Like literally everything is like marked down on like these tags
To give
But,
the
like, these
illusion.
tags are, man.
But like,
By the
but
way,
that's egregious, dude. A 68 to 40. Like I could get an 80 to 60. Like it's still a lie. It's not even anywhere near worth 80. But to say 60 to 40?
It's fake. It's 100% fake.
Budweiser.
Everything is super huge here.
Dude, that's
Listerine bottle.
it's an average American portion Listerine bottle, which I chugged that.
I've never seen this huge bottle before.
That's literally the Listerine bottle I chugged.
What is this guy used to? Like does it...
His accent made it sound like he said buttholes instead of bottle.
See the final prices here. There's no surprise later on the final prices because as a tourist in America, mainly in US,
And a tourist in America? He's got
America.
like a slur to him. Like a blowing German accent. He's
a
got like
a German with a
speech
lisp.
impediment. Like a...
that always confused me a lot. Like the final prices.
Prices. I want to hear him say princess.
Oh, listen to him here say the word Charmin. The charming.
The charming.
Hold on.
I am not chugging that ever again, dude. That was actually dangerous and stupid. I will never say anybody should be able to do that. That was actually dangerous. I only did it because I drank a lot before that, so I just regurgitated that immediately.
The charming.
The charming.
The child
The child. Hello, Milo.
in the ads.
Milo, you want to come up and say hi?
Yes, let's see the kitty.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, he just brushed under my legs and he went back over there. We'll see if he comes up. Come on, buddy. He's a little agitated. I think it's because I'm being loud.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is the part where he's in a Kmart looking for meat. Okay, you ready?
Oh,
He's
there
in
he
a
is.
Kmart.
There he is. Hey, buddy. Hello.
Oh, what's up, Milo?
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? You're coming in my lap? Alright, he's coming in to sit in my lap. Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Alright, we'll angle the camera down a little bit so you can see the little guy. There he is. That's Milo.
Best
Oh.
boy ever.
Dude, he is such a good cat. He's such a sweet cat.
Literally such the sweetest kitty in the whole world.
He's a very sweet boy. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Come over here. I also think he's a little deaf. Come here.
Could be.
Or he just has very selective hearing. Oh, buddy. What? What? He's looking at the camera now. Come here. Come back. He's just sitting on the table.
You know he's happy when his tail's up.
Oh,
His
yeah.
tail's always up. Such a good kitty.
No, sometimes I see him.
Good boy.
Sometimes I see his tail down. That makes me feel bad because I gotta. Oh, he's purring. Oh yeah. Oh, he takes a petting like no other. No, I must not shock the baby. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, he's fussy. He's fussy.
He's like, he's got like gray and like brown fur. He's like not all gray.
Well, the
It's like gray and brown.
So there's two things that could potentially cause browning for a cat's fur, especially with his color. Careful, buddy. Your foot's around there. So for him, he's a good boy.
He's got amber eyes.
Yeah. That's a good fucking kitty right there. He takes a pet like it's nothing. But he, so the thing about like when you look at his fur, how he's got like the reddish right here. So there's two things that can cause that redding in a cat, and you always want to kind of monitor it. It could be a sign of liver failure. The other sign is that it's sun damage. So when he lays in the sun, and he sits in that window all day when the sun's out and just lays. So I found out this was from just his body. It's called rusting. When a cat is sitting out there like a car.
His clear coat's fading.
Yeah, so they sit out there and they just rust.
Gotta be careful of that clear coat. Sun damage will get rid of it.
No, make my cat
Cars
say
and
please.
cats.
Oh.
Okay, so he's looking at the food now, you know, like produce, you know, like freezers, and listen to what he says. Again, remember he's in a Kmart in Guam.
In Guam.
Price is here, $7.99. But what I don't see, what I'm looking for is like fresh meat, like chicken or pork. I don't see them.
He's looking at the fucking bread aisle, dude. I know he's from a different country, but
Just
For example, or hamburger buns.
hamburger.
Price on it maybe? No. So I don't know know how much these are. We have Nutella here for $5.99. That actually looks like a regular size, but of course also the bigger one available. And then coffee, the popular Nescafe for here. I don't know here, although this costs.
No, I do not stream daily. I do not have the time. I do have a normal 9 to 5.
Fresh milk.
We do
And then
have milk here, but this is not fresh milk.
Not fresh.
You're in Guam. The average temperature is 90 degrees. No milk will stay fresh.
Yeah, if you want fresh milk, you have to get it from like a local cow or a water
Okay.
buffalo.
So this is him going to.
Lamar was the love of my life.
Lamar?
I don't think I could have my bird sound ever. Why would you want to?
Dude, us as a reality TV show would be canceled in 2 hours.
Not a huge seafood fan.
It's a ship.
Yeah.
I think I
So the first thing on the menu is, so he's at this Korean restaurant, and the first thing on the menu is seafood, and he knows this. He walks in and he's greeted by the nice waitress, and this
Oh.
is what the conversation goes.
the most popular ones.
The barbecue.
The barbecue, right?
Yeah. It's a ship food.
I think I prefer
The shifu?
not a huge seafood fan, to be honest.
Yeah, he's in a Korean seafood restaurant, seafood barbecue place.
I
And
don't.
He's like, I am not the biggest seafood person.
Here we go.
And then, oh my god, you have no idea what he's about to say. So he tries out this beer. It's literally just called Guam beer.
Light beer in America, pour it. As a German, I should be able to properly pour a beer. And the secret is you have to hold the glass like this, and then you can easily pour it. So then you should be able to have a good amount of foam, which I don't have now. Only a small crown of foam, as we call it in German. But maybe this beer doesn't foam as nice. Anyway, cheers, guys. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it is not that. The taste is not that strong. It tastes more like a light beer. It's good. I like it. It's a good beer, definitely.
I hate beer, dude.
8 out of 10.
I cannot drink beer.
Oh, thank you very much.
Wait,
It has arrived. If this has happened.
Oh, wait.
What does he say?
To be honest, I
Oh, here.
on a very nice country too. So the beer has arrived already. I have a glass here with Guam written on it. Water. Koreans and
Oh, this is it. So he's talking to this Korean waitress, and he's like, there are so many Koreans here.
yeah. I'm in Guam for the first time. My first day
Oh,
today.
okay. And what time you go?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Where are you from? From Korea. How many Koreans? Yeah, I noticed that already.
Yeah.
My hotel, the airport. I see Koreans everywhere.
I see Koreans everywhere.
Oh, we lost you.
Oh, yep.
Oh. Oh, we lost you. Say that again.
Oh, okay. So this is how he is trying to like. So he's talking to this Korean waitress, and he's like, there's so many Koreans here. They're everywhere.
From Korea. How many Koreans? Yeah, I noticed that already.
Yeah.
My hotel, the airport. I see Koreans everywhere.
Oh, really?
Oh, She's probably sitting there like she's like, wait, there's only like 20 of us here.
They're everywhere. They're at the hotel. They're at the airport. They're at the taxis. Like,
He was like 5 seconds away from going, I'm okay with them just so long as they're not dating my daughter.
dude, crazy conversation. And he goes, "This is my first day in Guam," and she's like, "Oh, really? Like, are you sure? Like, it wasn't that obvious in the first place."
He is a very innocent guy.
Yeah, so that's it. That's just this guy just going around Guam, American Guam, and he's just like, just a little bit different. He's just a little bit different. Definitely a European for sure, and this is how you can tell he's German, because Germans do this all the fucking time. Hold on, let's see if he. Yes, it's outside. Yep.
There's loud music playing.
Just listen to this.
So, for filming purposes, it is actually better to sit outside. Yeah, maybe I would also sit outside without filming because you can do people watching right here. That's also
Why do Europeans always people watch? Especially like Germans. Like Germans literally like they'll stare into your soul. I've personally never been to Germany, but they will stare into your soul as like the constant German meme online everywhere. Like they just have like the German like RBF, resting bitch face. Like they'll be like
Which makes sense. We see a lot of that here because a majority of white people are Germanic descendants.
But yeah, no, that's just this guy. This literally has like the nicest fit. Like, I'd let this guy hold my wallet for me. Like this guy is pretty damn trustworthy.
I'd let this guy hold my wallet. That's a pretty big compliment.
No, seriously, he's got a fresh haircut, you know? He's very, very trustworthy looking guy.
He's innocent. He's very innocent.
Yes, very, very. But he did at one point, I can't recall the video or the part, but he was drinking the beer and this German guy says he prefers Bud Light over German beer. And I joked that this guy's probably evicted from Germany after saying that.
Oh yeah, dude. It's piss water to them.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to talk about. Look up the thing with because I don't think you heard about this.
Bill Gates thing?
No, look up. We'll look at that up in a minute. Look up the whole thing with Trump talking about the. Holy fuck, dude! You got to see this. Look up the whole thing with Trump tweeting about Halo. This is kind of crazy.
Trump drops a Halo meme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What the fuck?
Yeah, share your screen. Share your screen.
No way.
Share your screen.
No way.
So, I mean, go
so
ahead.
GameStop looks like tweeted this, and here, if I could. I'm gonna zoom in. So, GameStop tweeted this. It looks like it was powered to the players. Trump tweeted, or the White House, not Trump, the White House tweeted this. Trump in a Master Chief costume with the stolen energy sword. And then GameStop looks like tweeted this.
Dude, it's the
Cortana as Mark or fuck,
JD.
what's his name?
JD Vance.
JD Vance. And then
That's Trump's it's Trump's mugshot as him as chief. They used his mugshot in JD Vance. Now look up there. Yes, there's another one, him shaking hands. Hold on.
With Chief.
Look up what the Department of Defense posted. It might not be on here. Look up what the Department of Defense posted regarding the Halo thing. So this all started because GameStop made an announcement saying power to the players, the console wars has ended because Halo is coming to PlayStation, and the White House responded to that, and then that's what started all this.
ICE invokes Halo remake. Seeks recruits to destroy the flood.
Yeah. Hold on, did they have the image? They don't have the image. You gotta look at the image. The image they tweeted.
Images. Oh, please tell me.
No, where is it? Look up Halo, look up Halo, GameStop White House thing and Department of Defense, and it might come up. Halo dog collar. Nah, where is it? It's trying to see if because there was a thing that the Department of Defense. No, not the Department of Defense. I'm an idiot. It was just ICE.
Oh, this is it.
That's it. Yeah, there it is. Destroy the flood. Join ICE Gov. Join ICE.
Destroy the
Crazy.
flood. Join ICE now. And
Dude.
It's the Halo ring.
Dude, the timeline we are living in. See you, buddy. The timeline we are living in. That the White House is tweeting about Halo. Dude, we're so back. Like, a lot of people are pissed off about this. They're like, oh, because, you know, they're getting politically charged and shit. All I see this is free advertising for Halo. And that's all I care about. All I care about.
Latest video game themed posts follows distasteful Pokemon video. Putting detained undocumented immigrants' faces on Pokemon cards? And another video using DaBaby's music to show its new vehicles harass law-abiding immigrants. Damn.
Oh well, this is a very fuck guys fuck.
Oh,
This is
Joe Vargas.
yeah, this is a very
F ICE, F Donald Trump, get the F out of here using Halo fears, shitty dehumanizing police, state propaganda. No one thinks your shit is cool besides your low IQ, her. Well, two of us combined, we have 2 brain cells, and we love this shit, so...
See, I don't care, like, look, I don't care about the politics. If Biden's administration posted about this, I would have fucking loved it too. Because it's free advertising for Halo. But people who are so politicized can't, like, take 5 seconds to just appreciate that the mainstream,
How
like...
can you not laugh at this?
It's fucking hilarious. Now, a lot of people... It's also, like, while we're going on, like, through the whole fucking... We're going on through the goddamn shutdown, and people who are on the right are gonna blame the Democrats, and people on the left are gonna blame the Republicans. When both of them are at fault because they can't fucking agree to anything because of how our shit's set up.
Bitches? No, he wouldn't. He would do literally fucking anything Trump says. So.
Yes. Yes. Literally, Master Chief is a soldier that follows orders. He only goes outside of parameters.
Tell me you've never played Halo without.
Yeah. Yeah. He only goes outside of parameters under very select reasons.
Yeah, seriously.
He literally fought
to the Covenant.
He literally fought insurrectionists.
Wow.
Well, you're also on Hip Hop Wired, which is a very left-wing media source right now.
Look what Homeland Security said finishing this fight. That's what they said to it.
That's not who I meant to say. Not DOD. I meant to say Homeland Security.
Yeah. Don't use the game I grew up on to advance your dog shit political BS. Dog, this is beautiful. This is hilarious. Who wouldn't want to see like this game like this?
Well, okay. So the thing that's pissing off people to like throw them a bone, it's mainly the destroy the flood thing. People are more pissed off about that than the whole like Trump in the White House posting it. People who just hate Trump for the sake of hating Trump, we're gonna be mad anyways.
I like how they had to like find like a picture of Master Chief and like like someone literally had to find a picture of a guy in a video game for this article. Like I think that's a real person and then a video
I
game
did see
person.
those. I did see those things. Yeah. But that's like this is such the unfortunate. This shows you like where people's like I didn't know. I thought Angry Joe was a right-wing guy. That actually surprised me. I didn't think Angry Joe was a left-wing guy.
And we're the ones.
I'll still watch his videos.
Propaganda. Listen to this so-called non-propaganda. Donald Trump and his extremely corrupt administration. Wow. Continue to use video games to push his decisive agenda. And what have become? I can't believe this is really a moment. The AI general's AI-generated slop. Like they can't say something he does without a fucking derogatory adjective. Like they literally cannot. Like
yeah.
If they put out an actual article without adjectives after every single thing that he does, it would literally like they would have to have a stroke for that to happen.
Well, okay. Before you continue reading, to throw them a bone, I will be you have to be honest. Again, all administrations are corrupt. Trump's is pretty corrupt. The most egregious thing, the biggest stain on Trump's record right now is the shit with Epstein. It's very incriminating. It's very bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's very bad. He is definitely on the list. He literally his whole campaign was, at the very least, if he's not on the list, he's aware of what the list is, he's aware of how bad it is, and he is being complicit in it, which in my opinion is just as bad. So the whole thing that bothers me is that he ran his whole campaign, and what a lot of people voted for him is that he was going to release the Epstein files and be transparent. And once they got office again, they haven't done shit. Now and then people are going to forget, oh, Biden's administration did fuck all. They were blocking it when they were trying to release it. Neither side wants this shit to come out. The thing that annoys me the most about American politics is people, you got two camps. There's people who don't know fuck about shit, and then there's the people who know a lot, but they use the system to monetize it, and they make money off of it. So they purposefully will monetize your outrage and just post shit like how this article that we're reading here is. They're aware of how the system works, but they're aware on how the average person reacts. So they are going to just say whatever. They're going to post anything that Trump does, and they're going to make it seem like the worst thing ever. They're going to post anything the Republicans do and make it seem like the worst thing ever. The right does the same thing anytime someone who's left-leaning in office is. There's no gray area. There's no middle ground. There's no just looking at this like, oh, you know what? I don't like Trump. I don't like the administration. But hey, I'm a fan of Halo. Oh, I can hear what you're playing. Like, I'm a fan of Halo, and I just want there to be people, like the younger generation really doesn't give a shit about it. This is putting it in front of many of their eyes. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's a bad thing for them. It's going to turn a lot of people away. So fucking what? They're not mature enough to understand that, hey, you know what? Maybe we need a goof. Even though we don't like each other, can't we just fucking laugh at the fact that the President of the United States and then, like, some of the agencies, even though it's, like, very boomerish of them and really out of touch, they're posting, like, a bunch of share games. I'm like, you know what? That's funny. That's cool. A game I grew up on is being discussed by the White House. That's fucking cool. I don't care who the fuck was saying it, what president is in office. But that annoys the living shit out of me. There's no just everything has to be that he does is negative in their eyes. There's so many genuine criticisms you can make of him, but they don't target that. They target the quick things that can get a really easy outrage every day because they got to keep it in the news cycle. Yeah, dude. The Republicans and Trump, they're using it as to politically indoctrinate people, absolutely. But the people that are mad at him are also using it as a way to politically indoctrinate people to their side. Like, because his side is saying, like, look, we like Halo, we support your game, come see, we're like you. And then the people that are criticizing him are going like, see what he's doing, he's taking your beloved game and criticizing it, you should come to us. It's the same shit, they're the same fucking people. Don't listen. Like, all of these political commentators you see, I know I'm literally preaching to, like, literally just 4 people, and I know, Robert, you're barely listening to me right now, but, like, all of these politicians, don't hero worship them. Fuck all of them. They're just people. And people are flawed. Everybody you know in your life is flawed. Imagine one of them being president. And then they have to put on a fake smile, and they have to act like an entirely different person. Or in Trump's case, he acts the way that he does. But it's all performative. It's all fake. And to either blindly love them or to blindly hate them is very ignorant both ways. Very ignorant both ways. You have to look at everything with how the world actually works. It's performative. It's all a game. It's all an act. You have to be aware of that. And honestly, you take the laughs where you can, like this. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to laugh at this. And anybody that says, like, well, you shouldn't, like, I grew up on Halo. I fucking love Halo. I don't like politics being injected into things. But there's not politics being injected into the game. It's literally just... it's people in politics talking about the game. They can talk about the fucking game. Who cares? What are you doing now, Robert? What are you looking for?
I am looking up something that I want to talk about.
But yeah, it infuriates me, dude.
So, the director of the FBI, Kash Patel, right?
Yeah.
He was a lawyer for a very long time, and then he became the director of the FBI in Trump's administration. He is, in charge of, he's the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which is involved with the files of Epstein Island.
Mm-hmm.
And, so if you look at him from a year ago to this year, the video, the pictures speak for themselves of what this guy has witnessed in just a short year. Okay? I'm gonna share my screen now. So this is his face when he just took office. Let me know when I'm on the stream.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So, Kash Patel, right? 2024, just got into the director of the FBI. What's the worst that could go wrong? Dude, come on.
Just look at just look at images of fucking Obama.
So when it comes to him, I'm gonna find the files for Epstein. I'm gonna find everything wrong with the United States, and I'm gonna make it come out in public for everyone to see. And we're gonna show the world that we're the best. And what files? What fucking file? I didn't see no fucking files. Not a single file went on my desk, motherfucker.
But
dude, this guy looks like his whole family got like fucking burned at a stake. This guy just witnessed like a massacre. Like, oh my god. Imagine his wife had to eat at the dinner table with this guy now? Oh my god, this guy's probably dead silent, cracking cold ones every night after he's witnessed.
But that's how it works. Once you're in the system and you're filled in on everything, you're like, oh my god, we actually can't fucking tell anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, this whole world is going down.
Yeah,
There's like a video of a guy that made a funny TikTok video about it, and I'm trying to find it. Face expression.
Yeah, dude, it's like nothing surprises me. Whenever I really see any bad things come out, I'm not surprised. The world is both as simple as you think it is and as complicated as you think it is. It's both. Humans, there's no end to the atrocities humanity can commit.
So this is the meme. I think this is the meme. So okay, hold on. Let's see how can I turn up the volume of this? Yeah.
Actually became director of the FBI. This is great. I can't wait to have someone get down to the bottom of those Epstein files. We're all excited to find out who's on there. I'm getting down to the bottom of this. I'm uprooting this evil by hand. I'm gonna give it a dragon claw and rip it from the clutches of those evil billionaire pedophiles that I know exist and that I know with certainty are on those files. Yes, 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 please. The fate of our democracy depends on this. The integrity of every institution we know depends on this critical, pivotal piece of information. I'm not coming back until I get our answers. See you soon. Yes, I need Damn, brother. Can you breathe? Good?
Just that just ends.
You find the files? There's no files. No, there's no files. None. What the fuck did Pam Bondi have on her desk? Okay, there are files. But no one else did. What? No, bro. There is definitely other people. Bro, Trump was 100% on those.
Just starts tweaking. Have a good night. Nothing logical. See you next time.
Dude, oh my god, I think that's hilarious.
It
I
is.
think that's so funny. Dude, what files? There are no files.
There are no files. There are no files.
But no one's name is on it besides Jeffrey.
There are no files.
Dude, that is a...
Ooh.
He looks like he's got
Hey,
like
bud.
guns pointed at him right now in this picture.
Oh. Yeah. Hold on. Oh. Papas.
Dude, side by side.
Dude, he literally got darker.
Dude, he hasn't shaved either.
Dude, his beard filled in more. He literally aged upon, like, it's like the Ark of the Covenant. He literally opened the files and he just fucking aged like 10 years.
Dude, tie's a little looser too. Look at that. Oh man. Oh jeez.
Dude, what were on those files?
Dude, look at his head veins. Oh jeez, poor guy. Oh shit.
Well, yeah, dude, he went on like podcast after podcast talking about how he wanted to release the files and all this shit, and then the second he gets in, he's just like,
This guy.
there's nothing bad about
This
it.
is the guy we have now. We no longer have him. We have
That guy. That's not Cash Patel.
Cash Patel chose life. What did Bruce saw in those files? There is no war in
Bossing Say. There is no war in Bossing Say. Dude, wait, hold on, go back up. There's the JD Vance one behind him. That's a good meme. The JD Vance one behind him.
He's right behind me, isn't he? Yeah. What is this? Oh. It's like this is the shit that he ran into. Those are literally the same face. He got threatened, or his family got threatened.
Oh, dude. Like, the system, like, they showed him everything. They're like, okay, here's all the real stuff, how the world actually works. And he went, oh no.
There's a reason why none of this can get out, man. It would literally be the collapse of the whole society, dude.
It can't get out. It can never get out. I honestly would prefer it not to. I mean, I would love to know the truth, but I am absolutely terrified of the ramifications that will occur. See, listen,
We'll only find that stuff out after we die, man. There's
Oh,
no way
dude.
we're gonna find that out.
After everybody on those lists or associated with those lists are on it, they'll be dead. Yeah, Court of Owls moment for sure. Dude, and even then, we probably won't even know everything. There's a lot of that we might never know. Our children's children might, but it's just... Or maybe, look, there's a possibility that all we know is really anything of substance. I don't believe in that, obviously. But, you know, there's always that possibility, and then they're just being, like, really stupid and sketchy about it for some reason, because even the implication of just what is out there is still terrible if they actually properly acknowledge it. Oh, dude, Robert for sure is on the files.
Oh, I am not.
Clip it. He said it. He said he is.
I am not.
He said I am.
Whoa.
He said he was.
Whoa. Who's saying there is an island at all?
Google.
Yeah, everyone shits from Google. Payne and Robert are on the file. I know it. I just can't prove it. And then there's like the face of him behind the steer wheel.
Oh, like Dokes?
I know it, but I can't. Yeah, I know it, but I can't prove it.
Red Leader's just Dokes.
I know, bro, does it to furries, but I can't prove it.
What else? The other thing I want to talk about was like going further into the government shutdown and all that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
My dad's still getting paid. That's all I care about. Honestly, like that's literally the only thing I care about at this point. Like until like Social Security and like people stop getting paid from Social Security, that's when shit is gonna hit.
Well, that's starting. I can guarantee you that with my job, I know that for a fact. It's people are starting to feel it now. There's people whose payments are not, whose checks are not coming in.
Social Security checks will continue to be distributed during a government shutdown as they're considered a mandatory spending.
Not those.
Maybe they'll get like delayed because
They're-
there isn't
yeah.
a lot of people processing the checks, but
Yeah,
they'll still always get through.
they're still gonna go through, but everything is very delayed right now. At least what I'm seeing at my end. But
Dude,
yeah.
EBT is gonna get shut down November 1st. That's gonna be a shit show. That's gonna be a shit show everywhere, bro. I'm never gonna go to a Walmart after November 1st, dude.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yep. That's going to be really bad.
Yeah.
And look, it's again, everybody wants to point fingers. Everybody's supposed. It's the Republicans. It's the Democrats. It's fucking both of them. They can't compromise. They refuse to fucking compromise. And
That did shut down the government, though. They did it.
Well, yes and no. When a government shutdown occurs, it's because neither party can agree on the spending bill.
And how far this is like the consequences of a nation divided. These are the literal consequences if a nation gets this divided. Like this honestly could be like is this the longest the government's ever shut down for?
No, second longest.
Second longest. First longest was when it was Obama, I think.
I don't think actually there was one during Obama.
No, there was. It was a couple weeks long, actually. I remember it. My dad listening to Sean Hannity on the radio driving me to school, in elementary school.
Oh yeah, there was. Yeah, that was the 2013 one. But yeah,
apparently it was in 1977. The government shutdown has... Oh, okay, so actually, between December 21st to January 25th was 34 days long. And that looks like it was the longest ever. And that was back in 2018, 2019. Damn, Donnie. Fucking idiot. Bro has two of the largest national shutdowns in U.S. history.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently in 1977, it shut down for 12 days during Carter. For over different disagreements whether Medicaid should fund abortion care. Imagine if Medicaid funded abortion nowadays. Holy shit.
There was a clip of, I forgot which Democrat it was, where she said the government shutdown is their only bit of leverage that they have, which is basically her just open air admitting that they want the government shutdown as leverage to force the Republicans to agree to their terms, to come to favor their side of the deal more. But it's both of their fucking faults, because they just can't fucking agree. They can't compromise. They take these goddamn spending bills and they throw a bunch of shit in there, and if one side doesn't agree with one thing that's on that spending bill, then they'll just say, no, we're not doing it. That's the problem.
Or if the majority of them don't, yeah.
Yeah, but that spending bill should not be set up like that. It shouldn't be this giant conglomerate spending bill. It should all be blocked, where they go like, this we allow, that we allow, that we allow, that we allow. We don't like this, so fuck that. This we allow, this we allow. It should be all done at once. But no, they do it by one fucking paper. And if one thing is on there that they all don't want, and they'll say like, we really don't want that, so we're not, even though we agree with the rest of the bill, fuck it, we don't want it. That's the problem. And they all make their proposals and revise and say, we want that, no, we don't want that. And it just keeps going back and forth. And it's just dumbest bullshit ever, dude.
Yeah, I saw this video where it was like, never mind. I'm gonna silence myself on that one, it's alright.
Sometimes it's wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really, everybody's gonna be pointing fingers and blaming. It's everybody's fault. It's everybody's fault. And a lot of people don't want to take personal responsibility. Alright? Because the people get the government they deserve. It's a firm belief I have. Everyone wants to say like, oh, the government's a fucking joke. We're the reason the government's a joke. It's us. A lot of people forget that. But a lot of people who are Republican, while everything's going on, all the things that people don't agree with Trump's doing, they'll turn a blind eye because they like the things that he is doing, but there's certain things that they don't like that he's doing, but they'll be quiet about it. It's the same thing when Biden was president or Obama was president. A lot of the people that support Obama completely turned an eye to the fact that that dude was dropping so many bombs in the Middle East that the Air Force ran out of fucking bombs, which is a crazy concept.
Funny, his name is Obama too.
Punny. Very punny. But yeah, that's the world we live in. It's just people picking and choosing when to be outraged. And I think
When I
this
drop bombs, no one bats an eye. Or when they drop bombs, no one bats an eye. But when I kiss my homies goodnight, everyone calls me gay.
Society calls me gay. Yeah, it's beyond infuriating that we just do. Nobody, like, we've lost our sense of being Americans. We're Republicans and Democrats, liberals and conservatives first before we're Americans. That's the fucking sad part, and that's what pisses me off.
Wait, did you guys see the one woman using Gen Z language in a speech? It's the cringiest thing I've ever seen. No, I haven't, but I did see when Hillary Clinton said, "Everyone's playing Pokemon Go. Everyone should go Pokemon Go to the polls." And everyone was like clapping for her, like, that was so good.
Well, then you also have like AOC and Kamala putting on accents depending on which group of people they're talking to. Have you seen that?
Honestly, when I first saw that, I thought Kamala was just drunk again.
Well, there is the rumor she's an alcoholic, but there's like she'll change her accent depending on where she is. She'll also
It's up the way to
change.
the top, but
Also a rumor, but there's a lot of proof to it. There's a lot of people that have said that.
she's pretty.
Well,
She was hanging around Diddy for a while.
I forgot there was a Democrat that didn't like her and was criticizing her before she got to a position of influence.
Oh yeah, she switched to Republican, right?
No, it wasn't that. No, not Tulsi Gabbard. It was another Democrat that was saying they've never seen somebody fail upwards so successfully.
That's a good metaphor. Fail upwards so successfully.
Well, who was it though? I don't know who it was.
What time is it for you right now, Red Leader? I know you're not on the East Coast of the United States. What time is it for you, buddy? Didn't she say Wakanda was real or whatever? That's the craziest thing would ever hear.
Oh, here's a funny video. Let's watch this. This will be funny. It's a video saying American politics with the context completely obliterated. Let's enjoy this together. Alright, I'm putting it on now, Robert, so just watch the shit.
Okay.
I'm worried, though, it's going to have the audio when you're watching it.
26. Damn. Yeah, no, it's close to midnight for us.
If you have tried multiple oral
Alright, so this is old. This is from 2 years ago.
Why didn't you get it done? You had 8 years with
Oh, so what is that, Central Time? Yeah, that's Central because it's only an hour. Yeah, when I went to Texas, I had no idea that the times were switched behind, and I was getting tired at like 9:30, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Kamala said Wakanda was real or something. I forget.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that. She literally did this, Wakanda forever. I am Kamala Harris, and I approve this message. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. It's cringy. It's cringy. All of them are, because they're trying to appeal to the younger base, because younger people are just kind of checking out right now. They're just checking out from all the bullshit. And they're not paying attention to politicians and mainstream news anymore. They're mainly paying attention to what influencers say, which is ridiculous to me in both ways. I don't think you should focus on either.
Worship celebrities.
I don't like celebrity worship. I fucking hate it. And if I ever attain a shit ton of fame, I never want to be celebrity worshipped. It's poison.
Very wise. Very, very smart. Very strong thing to idolize yourself about.
No, I don't.
And it's just like even in religion, like in Catholicism, like God literally says to not worship people or celebrities or idols, because they're just fucking people. They're just people who don't know what the fuck's going on in reality.
Yep.
And then they're obviously gonna use money, and people are gonna pay them huge money because Like we see it every day in sponsorships. Like these people are like sponsoring like hand lotion, face creams, and like crazy shit like that. And what makes you think they're gonna be a trustable source for political agendas when they're fucking loaded with money and never have a single worry about themselves in the world?
Well, they can't relate to the average person.
No, the average person has nothing to do with them. If
No.
anything, they would rather them lay on the ground so they don't have to step in a puddle.
People in government and people who are in high positions in business, just high positions of status in the world in general, they don't see people as people, they see people as a product. You are a commodity. You are an object. You are something to be used and manipulated. It's all you are. And it's not evil. People say, oh, it's the evils of capitalism. No, every fucking system of people views the lower rings of society that way. It's always going to be that way. We think like, oh, we have a revolution, things are being... It always goes back to the same fucking point. People are people. We have a few psychopaths that run for power and that go after positions of power. Those are the psychopaths that end up taking power, because the normal people, the people like me and you, Robert, the people like anybody watching this, they don't give a shit. They don't want that power. They just want to live their goddamn lives. The people who attain power are psychopaths. All of them. In some shape or form or another, because no normal person wants that job. And that's the sad part, because it's the people who are the normal people who aren't psychopaths. House of Dynamite, great movie. Like, it's... But...
The president. Denzel
Oh, yeah.
Washington.
That was...
Wow.
That was not Denzel Washington. That was Idris Elba, but close.
The guy who played in Thor with the sword, who used the Rainbow Bridge.
Idris Elba, yes.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington. The GOAT, Eminem. But, yeah. No, yeah, there's like certain people that you can like them, you can appreciate them, you can love them, but like the worship where, like when I look at people who go to concerts and then they're like screaming and they're at the front of the stage frothing at the mouth at this fucking person who's sitting here who like 9 times out of 10 is an industry plant. Like, look, you can...
Like they're a robot at this point.
Dude.
They're so media trained. They're a robot to
Yeah,
their
dude.
fans, and like there's no sincerity when it comes to talking to fans anymore. Like it's like the same shit that you'd hear your grandmother say to you after not seeing you for more than 2 minutes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like they're so media trained. You're not even getting like a person when you talk to them anymore.
No, and the ones, and then there's like there's a specific subsect of influencers in media culture now, which are lying to their people there, because like what has now become, the system now knows, and when I say the system, I mean just like people that are trying to make money and monetize in any way that they can. They understand that authenticity is the big thing right now. And a lot of people, like, they'll see these influencers, they're like, oh, God, I love this guy, super authentic, shit like that. And you're like, oh, I love this guy, seems real. Most of the time, that's also an act. The authentic is also an act. And the cracks show. The cracks do show. If you really pay attention, the cracks show.
It reminds me a lot about that New York City guy running for mayor that everyone calls a communist. Like,
oh, Bandami?
I feel like that guy is like trying so hard to be relatable.
He's not at all.
But
Do you know his upbringing? It's good that you've...
He was loaded. He was
Yeah.
loaded.
Yeah, his father, I don't remember what his father did for work, but his mother is like rich in Bollywood over in India. Like really rich in Bollywood. He is oodled in privilege. And this guy never had a job until he was 29. He never had a job until he was 29, loaded with privilege. It's exactly what fucking Karl Marx was. Karl Marx never really worked a job. He just fucking lived off of this one guy that he was friends with, and that like became like they were close or whatever. I forgot his fucking name, but he just lived off of this rich guy's money, lived in his house and shit like that, and he never had to like worry about any serious problems. And he's thinking about all these things. Also, what the fuck was it? We're gonna get to what you just said in a second. Karl Marx is also good. You better be joking, because listen, there's nothing wrong with you being a communist. You just haven't read enough history.
Oh,
So
there's a lot of communists in central United States, man.
no, there's a lot of communists everywhere, and they just don't have a full grasp of history or how the world works. And look, I'm an idiot. I just read things. I don't actually know. But if you just read every country's history, you eventually start to draw even though like you can go like, oh well, the CIA and like OSS and shit like that, they fucked with things. Dude, on its own legs, without any intervention, socialism and communism, they can't fucking work. They need capitalism to fix it when it fails. And sometimes capitalism does need socialism to fix it. One example is that when we were going to war in World War II, we needed to resort to socialism to like increase our industrial output temporarily, because we needed to force every single manufacturer to make tanks and weapons, which boosted the economy because this created a shit ton of jobs, and all of these weapons and shit were sent, which helped the war effort, which during that time worked very well. And then after, the war ended, there were all these jobs, all the people that worked for all these things, they kept the jobs that they had, even though they were no longer making weapons, they're making normal shit. So temporarily, and then everything went back to like more of a capitalist system, and it boomed from there. But yeah, temporarily during World War II, we were like arguably socialist. And a lot of people don't really think about that or like fully aware of it. We weren't socialist, but we were like, the government used a lot of socialism to kind of like increase the war effort.
I think it's funny the guy who pretty much is the father of nuclear weapons was like an alleged communist too.
Oh yeah, Oppenheimer.
Alleged.
Well, no, he had people that were in his circle, but the thing is like, a lot of people who are idealistic tend to lean more towards socialism because they're thinking about the world could be. If you look on paper, and if you just think about it, capitalism and socialism work if everybody is on the same page and if everybody allows it to work. If everybody would have to make a tremendous sacrifice for those systems to work, and the average person is not willing to make those sacrifices. That's why it never works. And then it's a very easy system to corrupt. So the people, again, the people who really run the world are psychopaths. They're just going to ascend the ladder. They're going to manipulate people. They're the ones that are out there saying like, oh, I'll promise you free shit and all this stuff. And they're going to use the system to just trick you, and they're going to abuse it. It's poetry almost how often this happens. It just keeps repeating itself. Honestly, I hope Mandami wins. Zoran Mandami. I hope he wins. Because if he wins, people are going to have a first-class fucking seat to watch how it's going to, it temporarily, very temporarily, will benefit New York. If they just keep printing and throwing money at all of the policies and all of the free shit he wants to do. Because nothing in this world is free. Somebody's paying for it.
I have no idea how he's going to do anything about what he's saying. I have not a clue how he's going to do
Well,
he's
going to defund so one way he's saying he's going to get the money to fund a lot of the things he wants to do is he's going to defund the police.
Wow, good luck with that.
Yes, and there's and crime rates are going to get really bad. A lot of it is like, look, he's pointing out a lot of good problems. He is. You cannot take that away. Zoran is pointing out a lot of grievances that a lot of people in New York have. The rent's crazy. Price of groceries is crazy. Cost of living it's insane. The standard of living is just getting worse and worse. And it's for shoebox apartments where everything is in the same room and you can literally reach and touch your toilet from your bed. Some people
My cousin lives in New York City, and her apartment is like $4,000 a month, and it's literally the size of your bedroom, dude.
Yeah. That is how bad things really are. And my heart goes out to people who live in New York City. Socialism and communism, they sound appealing, but it's not the answer. And people are thinking, oh, it's capitalism's fault. It's crony capitalism's fault. What we are living through, it's not even late. Everybody says late stage. That's such a fucking stupid talking point. And I get why, because with anything, you could say late stage socialism, late stage communism, late stage capitalism. At any point, it's not rocket science. At any point, a system becomes corrupt. If people are involved, people are imperfect, people are easily corruptible. At any point, systems get corrupt. It's just a matter of, did you get good people in the beginning or not, if you can increase its longevity. That's it. That is literally fucking it. And everyone wants to
The most powerful empire in the world fell.
Yes! It doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter what system is devised. So long as humans are still operating shit and there's free will, it's going to be corrupt. And then when there's no longer humans operating shit and it's all AI and AI takes over and there's no free will, then it's still corrupt. It doesn't matter. No matter what, this is the best we got it. All we need to do is worry about tweaking out the problems and maintaining it. But throwing out the system and having a rebellion every century, like humans usually do, it's somewhere in the world at some point, it's not the fucking answer, because eventually we go right back to where we were. Fucking Nepal has rebellions all the goddamn time, and their system goes right back to being corrupt. It's how the world's always going to be.
Can we talk about that revolution in, was it Nepal?
Yeah.
How like all those Gen Z people like got up and like started like discussing shit on Discord and like they like overthrew the government.
Mm-hmm. And then they elected a person through a Discord.
Hilarious.
If you wanna watch look up a really good story, look up Houston Jones. Houston Jones was a real life vigilante. It was in Seattle, Washington, I think, if I'm correct. There's a guy that dressed up like Batman and fought people in the street. But yeah, dude, it's something people have to wake up to. Everybody's like getting red pilled, or they're like waking up or getting woke. People are waking up to sides, and they're waking up to perspectives. People need to wake up to objective fucking reality. There is no one quick way to fix the system.
I googled Houston Jones Batman, and this is completely off topic, but there was apparently a guy who would dress up as Batman and terrorize people in the city of Houston in 2018. And yeah, so I'm gonna pull this up, and I think this is actually pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh, so this is a different thing?
Yeah, this is a different thing.
The most notorious reports of a flying humanoid is that of the Houston Batman.
This tale takes us to Houston back in the 1950s, a boomtown busting at the seams. It was 2:30 a.m., June 18th, 1953, here in the Houston Heights. 3 neighbors claimed they saw something extraordinary just a few feet from here. Hours later, the unearthly encounter was front-page news in the Houston Chronicle.
Unearthly Batman terrifies watchers.
There's really only one account that I'm aware
What is that cowboy hat, dude? Hold on, go back to that cowboy hat really quick.
Oh, it will come on again.
and
This guy. Hey.
Dude, it defeats the fucking purpose of a cowboy hat. It's supposed to block rain and sun. He literally has it folded above his skull.
It's smaller than his head.
It's smaller than his fucking... Look!
And subsequently, they were so horrified by
It's ridiculous.
that they contacted the local police.
An unearthly figure of a man with wings swayed on the limb of a pecan tree in the...
Dude, I can't even read that newspaper print.
An unearthly figure of a man with wings swayed on the limb of a pecan tree in their front yard of a Northside Houston home early Thursday.
Okay, well, fuck me. I guess you can read it.
Your 3-year-old housewife and 2 of her neighbors were sitting out on their front porch.
Let's see. You can kind of see an awe on their faces as the bat comes out. The bat of the Wag Street Bridge. I'm just getting up.
Oh, yeah. They're talking about there's a bridge in Houston where the bats fly out of a cave, and there's like hundreds of thousands of them. Yeah, look up.
Hilarious.
Look up Houston Jones. That's funny too. That guy's funny. But yeah, dude, it's when people just finally realize that this is just how the world works, and they should stop being fucking shocked every time something shocking comes out. Because what we know is what we know. There's way worse shit that is in the shadows that we don't know about, and that shouldn't surprise you. When things come out, you should be like, damn, that's crazy, but shit, dude, we're not surprised at all.
Is this the guy you're talking about?
No, that's Houston Jones.
What'd you want me to search?
What was his name? I just forgot his name. I thought the guy's name was... Hold on. No, Houston Jones... No, oh, fuck. What was the, Phoenix Jones, my bad. Phoenix Jones. Houston Jones is, yeah, Houston Jones is the bodybuilder that gets shot by random shit all the time. Phoenix Jones. That's the guy. I mixed that up. This dude.
The psychotic cosplayer that
Oh,
was
yeah.
fighting crime.
I forgot Tucker Carlson interviewed him. This is the interview. This is a guy's whole video on it.
Yo, look at, so I'm on Bing videos and it gives me suggested, and look at the suggested capes and masks all
Dude,
day.
They're trying to advertise you to be a fucking superhero too, a vigilante.
Wow.
Oh, we're not getting enough time to watch this whole damn thing. Just
Dude,
skip.
that's enough to turn me into Batman. That is
Like-
enough to turn anyone into Batman.
But he would
Getting your car broken into and then getting 12 parking tickets at the same time, and then your kid falling on the glass and getting stitches, and then realizing tons of people saw the robbery happening and did nothing. That's just a combination of shit to turn anyone into Batman, dude. I would turn into vengeful Batman.
if I lived in the city, no, I wouldn't fight crime. But if I saw a guy assaulting a girl, I would I'd help the guy. No, I would definitely step in.
Whoa,
Whoa.
we got the editor can say stuff.
Oh yeah, I'll cut that out.
When it comes to like shit like that, like origin stories like that, I feel like that shit is so fucking real. That shit is so real, dude. That like it is a miracle this guy like hasn't like killed people, or did he kill people?
I don't think he killed it. He maced a guy, I think.
Dude.
I think he maced a dude. He recorded it all. Like he had a camera crew follow him around and shit.
Yeah, a whole documentary. Hold on, let's get this on YouTube. I'm gonna copy the link into the chat just so if you guys want to watch this, because I totally am later on.
Don't clip that. Yeah, there's oh, what was the other thing? Oh yeah.
You guys want to save that link of the video that I was watching about Phoenix Jones?
We're gonna wrap the stream up in a little bit because we're approaching 3 hours and it's almost midnight. But another thing I did want to talk about was Bill Gates.
What's that?
You don't really know
Global
about.
warming.
Yeah, so Bill Gates just came right out with an article and pretty much just said global warming is not a huge problem anymore and we need to stop focusing on it and focus more on like healthcare. Which is nuts. He just came right out and pretty much just said, yeah, climate change, it's not a big problem. Humanity's going to be fine. The world's going to be fine. And which is...
Bill Gates calls for climate fight to shift focus from curbing emissions to reducing human suffering.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Which is which is good, you know, because even though I think it's fucking insane that we listen to him, he does carry a lot of sway with how a lot of the that world goes. So he pushes a lot of the agenda. He pushes a lot of the things about like what do we focus on? Are we focused on climate change, all that stuff? So he for the first time, because he was a big climate change guy, talking about like how it's the end of the world, stuff like this. And now he says, no, it's not the end of the world now. What we actually need to focus on is healthcare, which is great. We need to focus on healthcare. So him saying that, good. Hopefully the world starts focusing more on that. But he is a guy that scares the shit out of me because he also thinks we're overpopulated and we need to depopulate, which there's only really one way you can do that, which is, you know, you have to start letting people die or killing people or forcing people not to stop babies. But of course, that's not going to include him. God forbid. He's not on that list. He looks like a turtle. He does look like a turtle, dude. Oh, Moist Critical made a video on what? On Phoenix Jones it or I don't know if we will be streaming on Halloween because I will probably be at a family party for that. Maybe like during the weekend, like in November, we might. Like maybe probably a day or two after Halloween. If I can get the boys together, we might do a drunk stream. We'll see. We'll see what everybody's up to.
They cut the street lamps off. Why? What do you mean they cut street lamps off? Like what does that mean, Red Leader? They cut the street lamps off for Halloween? Isn't that like
sounds
the
like you're
worst
in
time to do that?
It sounds like you're in Brazil right now. Oh, dude, holy shit! Did you see what's been going on in Brazil?
No. What?
Oh my god! It's like a fucking war zone in
Arizona.
Brazil.
Oh.
Dude,
Dang,
look at
It's gonna be hot as fuck.
Brother.
It's gonna be hot as shit over there.
Robert, look up what's going on in fucking Arizona right now. Holy shit. Not Arizona.
Or Brazil.
Not Arizona, Brazil. Look up Rio de Janeiro. It's like a fucking war zone right now, dude. Like half the city was like engulfed in flames.
Oh my god.
Yeah, put that on the stream. Stream that. We're gonna pull that up.
$64.
Yeah, put hold on,
Oh
switch
my
on.
god.
Put it on the stream. Put it on the stream. This is
Yeah.
dude, this is fucking crazy.
So this was literally today. This is literally today. Raid on gang in Rio de Janeiro leaves over 100 people dead, including police officers. About 2,500 Brazilian police and soldiers launched a massive raid on a drug trafficking gang in Rio de Janeiro on Tuesday, arresting 81 suspects and sparking shootouts that left more than 100 people dead.
Shootouts. Not shoutouts, that's different.
Oh, yes, shootouts. Shootouts.
Jesus, dude.
Brazilian police said Wednesday the death toll stood at 119, including 4 police officers. Bro, only 4? That's great. That's crazy.
Hold on, try to find like the images of what Rio looks like right now that they took.
Like this?
Yeah, dude, like look at the cars on fire and shit. Go to just like images right now. Rip de Janeiro. Oh, Rio, my bad, I'm an idiot. Look, hit images. I want to see if the
Wait, what was Tuesday?
just put October 2025. That'll be fine. Cause it's been going on for a bit now. And now look at images. There were like specific images I saw where it's like, why? Wait, are you on Google or are you using Bing right now or something?
I'm using Bing. I'll use
God
Google.
damn it! Go on Google. Go onto the Bing web browser and Google.
I did. It's only use.
Yeah, go on to images. There was like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, they have tons of guys laying down right now. Why are so many people in Speedos?
Well, they gotta strip them down to their underwear because they could
Yeah.
have knives under their belts.
I don't wear that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude, it's been kind of crazy. No, there's like a specific image where it's like it's a pan open shot of the whole city. It's just on fire. Like it's insane.
Whoa, bro.
Oh,
those are
damn,
some
dude.
Nice ARs.
Damn, dude, I don't even have that.
I know. They look awesome. They got the
Even-
extendable stock. They got pistol grips.
Hold on. You go into the search tab and look up images of Rio on fire 2025. Like war zone. It looks like it looks worse. There. Look at that, dude. Like, look at that. Just blocks and blocks on fire. Just a straight up war zone, dude.
It's literally Wednesday. I'm acting like Tuesday wasn't the day before today. So this happened yesterday.
Yeah.
All of this was yesterday.
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
Nuts.
Insane. Yeah, this was in the This was in the favelas.
They're buses.
Yeah, dude. This was
Fires were buses. Because they're like literally. Oh, it's on the street. Yeah. They
Look
caught
at
buses on fire.
Scroll down where you are right now. Just scroll down a bit. You can see all the images below right there. Yeah, look at those. Literally, dude, looks like a fucking war zone.
Jeez, man. I mean, they're trying to be like, if they're doing anything like what El Salvador did, they may be on track.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's insane. That is nuts. That is insane. I can't stop saying it.
Wow. Yeah,
Looks like those fires were like
well,
cars.
well, it looks like they set the cars on fire as like barricades almost. Because once you set a car on fire and the rubber melts and it just drops to the ground, it's so hard to move that thing. Look, it looks like a barricade was set up there with the cars.
Yeah.
Like they.
Man, that was. Yeah.
That Tony Soprano?
For real. Brazilian Tony Soprano. There's C again. What the? Apparently these two redhead kids.
Ah, yes. The Gingers. Infamous for being Latino. Latino Gingers. I never thought I'd see the day.
Buddy's eating too many parrots.
Dude, he's got a grenade launcher.
Oh my god.
Well, that's usually they load that with smokes. How many did they arrest? Look that up. How many did they arrest?
Okay, 2,500 police.
That's how many police. Over more than 100 arrest warrants. Jesus, they killed more people than they fucking arrested. Yeah, the reports of how many people died are all over the place, but it's definitely over 100.
I've seen steady numbers above 120. That's
Yeah.
probably the third one I've seen of 120 people.
Yeah, it goes between like 120, 130-ish. Final count could rise.
Public defenders said the final count would rise to at least 132. My god.
Wow.
The UN wants an investigation.
Oh,
Buddy,
really?
It's Brazil. It's Brazil. Jeez.
You know, oh, you're watching, you have the stream on. Yeah, but you know, more people, like, oh, dude, it just reminds me of the whole fucking, it reminds me of this, do you remember when they arrested El Chapo in Mexico? Not El Chapo, when they arrested El Chapo's son, what they did?
Oh, no?
So, a while back, when they arrested El Chapo's son, all of the cartels, which are like not friends, they all got together and they overthrew the Mexican government for a short period of time so that they would release El Chapo's son, and then they gave the Mexican government power again.
And then they
Also,
did an apple juice woman.
Also, the current Mexican president, she says there are no cartels in Mexico. She's like, there is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, dude, the Mexican president's like, there's no cartels here. And then she's like, oh, because Maduro, is his name Maduro? I forgot the fucking name. I might be completely wrong about how that guy, it begins with an M. No, the president of Venezuela, who was a high-ranking member in the cartel, in one of the cartels. And now he's the president of Venezuela, and that's who, like, Trump is saying we're about to go to war with, and they sent, like, they sent a ship with a bunch of sailors on it, and with, like, a couple hundred or a couple thousand sailors on it, and then the Venezuelan president had over 4 million soldiers on the Venezuelan coastline. Yeah, dude, like, we're close to going to war with Venezuela.
What's the point? Like, why?
There's a lot of reasons. One, he is a former cartel member that is now the president of the country, and that's scary. The Mexican president, who is 1,000% in the pocket of the cartels, all of them are, has offered to give him asylum. The Venezuelan. The big thing, though, is that so Guyana, which is right next to that's where Pratima's from, by the way. So Guyana, they just discovered a shit ton of oil, and now they're going to become one of the wealthier countries in South America. And they're making so much money that they're just giving free money to all of their citizens. So if you're in Guyana, they're literally like taking the money that they're making from all the oil that they're making and exporting, and they're just like giving the money to their citizens because they have that much.
That's awesome.
To like spread, because they're a fucking developing economy, so they need to do that to like build up an economy. So they're doing that for them. And Venezuela has always claimed a huge section, if not all, of Guyana is their territory. So they're saying that all the oil fields are theirs, and they've been trying to take the oil fields that they discovered. So that's like a huge point of contention on the world stage right now. And God, when I was hanging out with my brother's fiance Pratima and like his family, when we were in St. Martin, like I jokingly, we were like talking about the whole shit going on down there, and I didn't say it, but she went like, wasn't like, even though she's from Guyana, she was like, wasn't the land that was there like temporarily, wasn't that like at one point Venezuela's? And like her whole family turns around and goes, no, they've always been trying to take it, it's always been Guyana, you know, that whole shit. Even though they're right, it was never Venezuela's, but Venezuela's claiming it is. So they're trying to take the money. They want that oil money. Which, you know, the CIA is going to try to get that oil money first.
My nose is like crazy red right now. Oh, it's just the lighting. Right.
Yeah, you might have rubbed it a little bit, and the right lighting's just show it. But yeah, dude, that's what's going on down there right now. So, and Venezuela is not a very, you know, not an ally of the West, really. They're not a villain, but they're not necessarily an ally.
I just realized you named the stream Yappaholics.
Yep. Oh yeah. Call it Yappaholics.
It's literally all.
Oh yes.
It's 9 o'clock.
Yes. Almost forgot. He just reminded us. You remember did you hear about the Paris heist?
Yeah. Everyone was glamorizing, thinking they were like supermodels.
Yeah. The fucking. Did they catch him yet?
They did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they're in custody right now.
Oh shit. Did they name anybody yet?
Let's find out.
Yeah, because I remember there was like an image of like this really sophisticated, dapper-looking young chap, and
Yeah,
people
no,
are like,
that was a meme.
people are like, "Oh, this is the investigator," and there's just some random fuck that was walking by.
Okay, Paris prosecutor says 2 of the suspects are in custody.
Nice. Again, suspects. It might not even be the actual guys. Could be fall guys. You never know. Oh yeah, dude. They just literally just smashed and grabbed. They just walked in and stole shit. They dropped the fucking king's crown.
Okay, they found 2. They found suspects' DNA. The 2 men arrested on Saturday night are suspected of being the ones who broke into the Apollo Gallery to steal the jewels. One is a 34-year-old Algerian national who's been living in France since 2010. The other suspect, 39, was arrested at his home, and there is no evidence to suggest he was about to leave the country. The man was known to police for several thefts, and his DNA was found on one of the glass cases where the jewels were displayed. But the jewels are still missing. They're still missing.
Yeah.
So they have 2 guys who they've only found because DNA was on the glass.
Well, look up the total amount of money that they stole. Like, what's it's worth? What's the value of everything they stole?
$102 million.
Jesus Christ. 100 million, 102 million. Fuck, dude.
There's athletes paid more than that, though. That's like rookie numbers.
Yeah, there's a few baseball players paid more than that. Dude, a smash and grab, honestly, is really not that difficult. Yeah, you're right. It is pretty easy. But the thing is getting away with it is the hard part when you do a smash and grab. Because when you're doing a smash and grab, you're gonna leave DNA. There's gonna be, a lot of chaos. Things can happen. There is a bunch of like massive fucking heists that have happened. A famous one. You ever hear of the Pink Panthers, Rob?
Yeah, I've heard of the Pink Panthers.
Yeah, those guys never get caught. I mean, I think there was like a few of them that get caught, but they're a huge criminal network in Europe, and they've been doing massive smash and grabs. They do mainly smash and grabs, but they do it so they get away with it all the time.
The organization has roughly 800 core members.
They sell it through black market chains. There's a lot of ways.
Many of whom are ex-soldiers with extensive military and paramilitary backgrounds.
It's usually a lot of guys that turn to crime is the people that went to the military and come back, because it's just hard to integrate back to normal life.
Apparently there are a lot of Serbians in them. In 2005, 3 Serbians were arrested in Belgrade on suspicion of being part of the gang. And then 6...
This is the Pink Panthers, right?
Yeah. 6 more Serbians were also arrested in a DNA matching in Tokyo in 2004. And 3 Pink Panthers from Serbia were declared guilty of robberies. I think it's mostly Serbia. That's Pink Panthers. That's so funny. That's actually really funny that they're a lot of them are Serbian.
There's no way to verify they're the real gems. That's probably why they never sell them on eBay and shit like that. But it would be crazy.
It'd definitely be black market because they'd be like, "Oh shit, is this real?" Yeah, it is. Goodbye. Your your warrant is more expensive. No, seriously, that's how they gotta get these guys. They gotta like create like warrants that are more expensive.
Yeah, I think what I'm probably gonna make some shorts about these over the weekend, but I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna make a quick thing myself and maybe incorporate some of the stuff we talk about in stream on it. Because doing clips from the stream, it's a lot of fucking time because I have to watch the whole stream and find bits that I want to do. So at that point, I might as well just make clips of my own. eBay. eBay. But yeah, it's kind of like the main things I wanted to talk about. There's also, oh yeah, there's also look up the fact that they potentially found human DNA on a meteorite. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, dude, if I get the time. Again, doing with the long form videos I want to work on, editing the shorts and trying to make long form videos and stream and work a normal job and, try to have a social life. It's a lot. I can't do everything. I gotta prioritize. I'll still do streams because they're fun and I can just sit here and just chat with you and whoever else wants to join in. But the clips I do want to do, I can't do them as much. I gotta be very, and what do you say?
So I'm seeing a lot from 2022, and it's saying that all RNA and DNA base types are found in meteorites.
Yeah.
All 5 nucleobases that make up DNA and RNA have now been detected in meteorite samples.
Which do you know what that's pointing to?
Yeah, it means that there's life. Like the building blocks on life were on meteorites that just got sent here and they all conglomerated together.
That yes, the one of the big leading theories of how life started on Earth was meteorites.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Makes sense. I believe that. There's
and I know you're a man of faith, but and a lot of people who are of faith, that scares because they think that disproves the existence of God, but it doesn't.
No, man, he created the universe. We're just a part of it.
Yeah. It's the creationists that think the world actually was created in 7 days and like how the book says it. Even though that's just more of like most of the Bible is in a lot of religious texts are not to be taken as truth. A lot of them are parables, and it's people who don't know a whole lot of shit and they're trying to make sense. Because an omnipotent force talks to them and they're gonna go, what? They're not gonna understand that shit. Also, a lot of people don't even know that it was a priest that came up with the Big Bang Theory.
Well, also, there's like a thing in the Bible where it's like people have did a lot of research among the words of the Bible, especially Genesis, and they really talk about how mostly in Genesis, the creation story, that a day is like 1,000 years, or 600 years or something, or 1,000 years or something. It's definitely not just a day.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 7 million years, maybe it was 7 billion years. But
yeah, it's just trying to simplify something that, especially at that time, they could not comprehend.
Yeah, are you gonna tell a child the reason why their cut bleeds is because their skin ruptured the veins and the arteries in your no, your body bleeds red. That's what you're gonna tell a child. You're not gonna tell them the scientific reason onto why you scratch yourself and you bleed.
Yeah, me and you've had a lot of discussions about religion, and you're more of a person of faith than I am. I don't think I'm not atheistic. I'm more agnostic. I just don't believe in any of the religions per se, even though I definitely was much more Christian. That had a lot more influence on me. But the thing that I will say is that I do think there's something. But the thing that I look at it the way that I look at it, sorry, I'm starting to get really tired. The way that I look at it is that things were put in motion. There was a guiding hand, maybe spoke with humanity at one point. But if you want to say it in terms of a father, there's God as a father, all the father really wants is once his kids reach a certain age, he kind of wants them to become their own people. And just, so when a lot of people go well, why don't we see miracles today? Why hasn't God talked to anybody today? We're adults. Humanity's at a new stage. We're in an adult stage now, a young adult stage of a civilization. If God was holding our hand then, he's not now. The tools, the building blocks are laid. It's up to us now. That's how I
was
see
just
it.
skipping stones and was just like, oops, I bled on that one, and made humans.
Yeah, basically. Well, when you think of it, like people say, God created humanity in His image and likeness. An easy way you can interpret that in a scientific sense is that God is the universe, and we are a part of the universe. We are just stardust, and if that is what God is, then technically we're a part of God. Everything's a part of God. Inanimate objects like this table are part of God. Everything is.
Are we allowed to talk about this on YouTube?
Oh yeah, you can talk about it. You just can't be like disrespectful. Like we can't just like say like just fucking Islam bad for this reason. No, you can criticize Islam, but you can't be like fucking ignorant about it.
I think it's funny how Islam could be maybe like the successor of Christianity.
No,
that's the whole thing about Islam.
Well, Islam, literally
The
in the
correction
Quran,
of Christianity.
in their point of view, yes, the Quran literally says that the Bible is the final word of God.
You know what I don't understand too at the same part about Jehovah's Witnesses?
What?
Is that there's so many contradictions about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes.
So many. Like for starters, like they said that they're the guy who witnessed Jehovah, the first Jehovah's Witness or whatever his name was. They talk about how like he's in heaven, like he's like the only person I've ever heard about that it has a definitive spot in heaven is the dude who witnessed Jehovah. Or whoever the guy is that started that religion. But like the only person who can judge if a person goes to heaven or hell is God. And like who are we to say that guy is up there in heaven? So and
there's a really good scene. Did you ever watch the Vikings series?
Yeah, I did. On Netflix.
There was the character where he said he wants to be baptized and convert to Christianity, but the Christians at the time, they were like, no, you're a dirty pagan. We don't want you in our religion. And like the priest literally says,
you're not cool for the club, dude.
Yeah, he literally says like you're gonna go to hell, and the fucking Viking looks at him and he goes like, that's not your decision to make, and referring to it's God's decision. Cold. He's like, that's not your decision to make. So he's like, I want to be baptized, and if I'm going to hell, it's not your decision, it's God's. So I'm like, that's a really cool scene that he did it like that. But the shit, I just forgot the other thing I was gonna say. But yeah,
DNA on the asteroid.
Oh, we were talking about that. That's how we started this. But yeah, no, a lot of people who are science-based, they talk science-based. I would say I am. A lot of them use it as their goal, like, see, science disproves the existence of God and all this stuff, where a lot of people forget a majority of scientists, especially back then, were Christian. A lot of them were Muslim and Arabic, too. A lot of scientific innovation came from both Muslims and Christians and Jews. And a lot of people have a hard time believing that, but when these people put on their lab coats, when they went and did their job, they took religion and they put it in a back burner. And they said, my goal here is to discover the fundamental building blocks of the universe. And they're saying, I'm coming at it from a position of trying to disprove the existence of God. And then when they came to the conclusion that the Big Bang Theory is the most plausible thing, they literally go, oh, wait a minute. Even though we were trying to disprove the existence of God, we ended up kind of proving it because something had to have caused this to occur. But that's the interesting thing about science and religion to me. They're very much in tandem, but a lot of people want to think that they're separate, but they actually kind of go along together.
There is something out there, man. There has to be, because every single person, every single society, civilization on the planet has encountered some mythical being of something.
I think
in some point of their history. And whether if they're aliens or not, we'll find out.
Well, find out. There's no difference between an alien and a god. There's no difference.
Oh, it's absolutely not. Really, like there really isn't, and that's the scary part.
If they're that advanced, they're a god. It's like how Europeans were to natives when they came over to America, and Christopher Columbus literally said, if you don't give crops to me and my men, my God will cause the moon to go red. And this isn't because Christopher Columbus knew that the moon was going to go red because he's going to talk to God. No, it's because at that time they understood the moon's cycles and he knew a blood moon was coming up. So he used that knowledge to manipulate natives, saying that my God is going to make the blood moon occur. And when it did, they literally lost their mind and they gave them all the wheat and shit. Yeah. That's a true story.
We should do that more often.
They could do that to the people on North Sentinel Island. But yeah, it's a fucked up thing that he did that.
Away your son.
Literally, he knew how the moon worked and he predicted a blood moon, I forgot if it was a blood moon or if it was a eclipse. I think it was an eclipse. It might have been an eclipse where he said like the sun will disappear and shit like that.
That would have been even worse if it was a blood moon, honestly.
I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was an eclipse, which is like honestly like he's just like he's gonna make the sun disappear. Our Thunderbird is like way more powerful than that, and then lo and behold, right before their eyes, they watch the fucking on cue, like on the day he said it was gonna happen, the sun just disappears, and they go, yeah, we believe. Like of course that's God to you. Of course you're gonna immediately believe that.
R.I.P. to the Thunderbird.
Oh yeah, dude. The Thunderbird though is interesting.
Dude, after that, dude, imagine being in that society after that happened. Like, so many people probably killed themselves. Just
Very true, Red.
Like ridiculous, like their lives must have been. They must have felt.
Oh yeah.
Like that is pure like societal collapse. Like upon that society. Like well, I would love to just research that, see whatever the fuck happened to them. Like, like
to who specifically?
The Native American tribe that was plagued by Christopher Columbus that you were talking about.
That specific one?
It was. Yeah.
Dude. Well, a lot of natives converted. A lot did.
Oh, after seeing that, yeah, I would in a heartbeat. You know,
yeah.
If someone came here and said that my God is or their God is gonna make my foot fall off in 3 days, and then it does, I'm like, yeah, buddy, sign me up.
Yeah. But that's the thing about, like, I mean, by definition of what we understand interdimensional beings to be, God is, by all accounts, an interdimensional being.
I mean, we were pretty much gods to the Native Americans, dude.
Yeah. We came over with... If you want another really good show that kind of, like, shows native tribes on the Western Hemisphere when they all came over, watch Chief of War with Jason Momoa. That one's a pretty interesting one. There's, like,
on
one...
Apple TV?
Yeah. There's, like, one particular scene where there's, like, a boat that's coming across shore, and it just unloads all its cannons with shrapnel on this whole town. Oh my God, dude. Like you just don't stand a chance when you are up against a group of people that are just that like more technologically advanced.
I'll only watch if Jason Momoa is shirtless the entire show.
He is actually he's almost his ass is out too the whole time.
All right, good. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, dude.
I'll give it a try.
Like it's Hawaii. They have like perfect weather all the time. They literally wore as little clothes as possible. But their butts are out all the time. There's like a joke between like him and his brother in the show, him and his character's brother, where he's like they're looking at the Europeans because where there's like no sun, and they're like all clothed and they're like their legs are covered and their whole body's covered, and they're like talking about their obsession with covering their bodies because their culture, their way of life is like it's beautiful every fucking day. Why do we need to wear clothing? So, like, literally their balls are, like, hanging out because they just have a cloth that covers their nuts. So they're, like, joking. They're joking about the white man coming in, and they're just like, well, see, they wear these pants. How will they know who's the big fish and the little fish? and then he just leans in, and he's like, everybody knows I am not a little fish. Yeah, because their shit's just hanging out. It's kind of like, but that's just the culture because of how you like grew up. And then if like you're European descendant, you're growing up and you get winters, yeah, you need to fucking layer up and cover up.
Yeah, as we see, our Caucasian blood has runneth deep.
Yeah, it runneth deep. Yeah, but that's like the one thing when people like really just like we're gonna like wrap up this stream in a minute. But like one thing I really like end on is like stuff with like race and shit. When you really think about it, like when you. The idea of race and everybody wants to point to like who started racism. I mean, like, I think literally the whole idea of like the term like slave specifically, if you want to go down this route, it came from Slav, which is literally because like the first, like they were the Slavics, which were like the fucking Russians now. They were slaves, so they were called slave. The term slave, the word slaves derives from Slavs. Interesting little bit there. But even though there were slaves like way before that, that's just where that word came from. But the whole thing about like race, when you really think about race, like everybody's DNA is like between races is like 99% the same, with like a slight difference, and that's just from like tens to possibly hundreds of thousands of years of just people moving further away from the equator, and their DNA just evolves to literally the only difference is like our skin tone, because we became moved further away from the equator, just evolved to become this giant solar panel that can just take in more solar radiation for our body. That's literally it. That's the whole difference. Because there wasn't as much sun, it was a lot cloudier. It's not direct sunlight, because the further you get away from the equator, you have angled sunlight, which is just not more direct on your skin, so lower UV. So you need to basically become a solar panel in order to acquire enough vitamin D. And that's literally it. That's the only difference. That's why humanity became the way that it did.
So white people can take in more vitamin D.
Well, no, we received less. When you're down, yeah, in the fucking near the equator, yeah, your body's gonna do that. But we are more sensitive to UV radiation because of the color of our skin. People closer to the equator have darker skin. Literally the only reason why that happens. People closer to the equator have darker skin because they're getting more direct sunlight more frequently, and they need a way to kind of repel some of it, so their skin became darker. Literally the only reason that it's caused like the differences between races. And then like it kind of varies depending on which part of the world you're in, and you go over to Asia, India, stuff like that, Polynesia. The skin tones.
I can take more vitamin D than you.
Yeah. Height depends on like which region you grow up in is where your height would also dictate that, because it's all like certain advantages over hundreds of thousands of years that you slowly evolve from. But when you go to like early hominids, like the Denisovans, the fucking other like Homo erectus, all this other shit, like in the missing link, technically what you could consider Bigfoot is technically like a branch offshoot of humanity. Those are those are millions of years different levels of evolution to where they became different species, different races. Humans, like Homo sapiens, us, every human living today, with some people in Nordic countries having a little bit of like 2% Neanderthal DNA, but us mainly is that we're one race. We're one race. This idea that there's different races is literally stupid. It's a social construct. We're all one race.
We're all Homo sapiens.
We're all Homo sapiens. We're one race. And the whole idea of there being different races is a complete like social construct. So like that's why the whole idea of like being racist and like hating people based on the color of their skin or race is literally stupid. If you want to get like when you're making criticisms of race, what you're actually making criticisms of is culture. You're not criticizing the race, actually. You're criticizing the culture. A lot of people who think simplistically in terms of like not liking a group of people, they're thinking of it in a point of view of like, oh, it's this group of people. No, it's culture, and anybody can subscribe to any different culture. So that's like what blows my mind about people when they're just hating in clothing. Yes. Yeah, no, but it's the same thing. So black consumes more heat, yes, and white dissipates it. But that's the point. The fair skin for like humans, it takes in more solar radiation and absorbs it, which is why like you can get sunburned a lot easier.
That's also why you don't wear white after Labor Day, because that's when it starts to get cold.
Yeah. It has to. There's a difference between like material and color and stuff like that, and it has to do with like how the pigmentations and. But what causes it's melanin? That's the difference. Melanin is what causes skin pigmentation, and the more melanin you have, which
The
it makes
you have.
that too, but you get darker and shit. But yeah, it's how all that works. But yeah, it's so funny to me when people talk about like, oh, the different races. There's really only one race. And it's the fucking human race. It's Homo sapiens. And so long as people like you see on both sides, like a lot of people who are like, and yeah, you're gonna talk about the right and the left and things like this. One thing that the left that I think does very wrong is that they hyperfixate on race, and they say it's our differences. It's our differences that make us special, and they'll say like this group of people, that group of people, different races. We need to focus on our differences and how we're all different. Like, no, you're contributing to the problem. If you really want the world to get better, it's realizing that we're one fucking race with different cultures. Yeah, well, you are in fucking Arizona, dude. You could cook an egg on blacktop there, and your fucking tires melt to the blacktop. It's that hot. What? What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
Anything else you want to add to it, or are we going to end here 'cause it's starting to get late?
I think it's good. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do... I like doing streams where we just chat, and we could probably bring some of the other boys in on it. Or we all just sit here and chat and enjoy our time together. You good there, buddy?
No, I'm fine.
You got any thoughts you want to share at the end?
No, I'm good. I'm solid. We're keeping it media trained.
Media trained?
We're keeping it media trained.
Keeping it media trained. But yeah, dude, like the world's crazy. There's always crazy stories every day, so we'll come on stream every once in a while. Maybe once a week we could try for, and then we'll just like talk about everything that happened during that week. But yeah, dude, when people start realizing that the same thing, like politics, groups of people, all this stuff, two things. Everybody literally is, the only difference we have is really up in here. Nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. It's all up in here. And it's the psychos that rule the world. And it's always going to be that way, no matter how many revolutions or rebellions we have, because it's the normal people are not the ones that want the power, or the ones that should have the power. It's the fucking psychos that go for it. So that's how the world's always going to be. But that's the gist of this stream, and we kind of touched all the bases and all the stories we want to talk about today. So, Red, thanks for joining us. You have a great night. I am going to go take a big gulp of water and take a sleepy.
Have a
Milo.
great night, everyone.